What's up, chat? How's it going, everybody? We are just about to go live with the first game of the T5S2 Season 9 Invitational. We've got a pretty spicy one for you today. Players are just about to begin deployment. We have had some technical difficulties this evening just because of some Steam outages, but hopefully it will not persist throughout the game. And I think we are just about ready to hop over and dive into this exciting matchup. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in a moment. All right, folks, here we go into the first game of the Season 9 Invitational. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for coming and joining. We are back on YouTube after long last. It's been a little while, but we're here live streaming these games. If you are brand new here, what are we doing tonight? For those who don't know, T5S2 stands for the TacticalTortoise Tabletop Simulator Tournament Series. We take scores and assemble them from a wide variety of events. We run hundreds of events in the TacticalTortoise server. This past season, we ran, what was the total? 83 standard pods, I believe, in addition to special events. So close to 100 events last year in the server alone. And, yeah, 83, I think, was the final number. In addition to that, we take scores from dozens of other events around the online Warhammer 40K space. We assemble those scores together into a global ranking system. Players are able to retain scores from their best performing events, and those scores will add together based on the weight, the size of those events, and the length of those events. That will determine your current season standings. The end of the season, which was just a couple weeks ago, we took the top 16 players and put them against each other to make them do a big old fight. And that's what we're going to be watching today, the first game of that. Now, these players are going to be going through a group stage. It's a double elimination stage, so they have been seeded into pairings based on their final standings, moving into the top 16, and each of them is going to be competing against 3 of their peers in a double elimination format. So potentially up to 4 games for each of these players, assuming that they potentially lose one and then win the remainder of them. But that will leave us with 1 winner from each group. Those winners will then go and fight in a single elimination semifinals and the grand finals to determine a final champion. All right, cool. The champion we have some cool prizes, we have some trophies, and GW gift vouchers on the line. Champion will also get a free entry to Las Vegas Open coming up in October. The event has been sponsored. We're working with Frontline Gaming, who is providing a lot of the event support for the T5S2 Invitational. Huge shout out to them for supporting the circuit this season. Really appreciate working with them. But that's going to be what these players are fighting for, in addition to just the accolades that go with winning a circuit containing almost 500 players. That's an insane number of people, chat. How's it going, everybody in chat? Let's get in here. Invitational, the best players in the world, and 1 random NC Conroy playing your Space Wolves. Indeed. I think you're going to do fine. Although I was looking at some of the players who were sort of asking about, or I guess discussing the brackets, the different group assignments, and some of them were like, oh man, you know, some of these groups are pretty tough, but I think the case is that literally all of them are super tough. There aren't really any super easy groups that we have to sort of get out of this time around.
And
we have multiple WTC team members here. Obviously, many GT winners, both in person and online, as well as a previous T5S2 season champions as well. So it is a absolutely stacked competition this season for the Season 9 Invitational. I'm super excited to bring all this coverage to you guys. But welcome in.
Unchangeable.
To our game one. Looks like we are starting first. Grey Knights going first. This is EnbA over here.
Yep, sounds good.
You're giving me nothing to play with. Okay, I draw my cards.
Rocking Grey Knights first. We have Ralben on the other side of the table.
Yep, just a reminder.
Running a Wind Rider host.
Yep. Sabotage, area denial.
Nice reminders from the players there. Let's talk about the lists.
I don't see a CP button. Do you see a CP button? Oh, it's over here. It's over here. It's over.
Yeah, there is a gain command point button, and then the command point trackers are in the same.
Yeah, over there. Got it.
It just moved the trackers. All the functions should be the same. Just reposition the score sheet so we can get it all up in the overlay for the live stream, so we can follow along with what the players are doing here.
Very, very possible.
I think
if I give people for 5 points, you have purge. You just kill them and get a point.
Clock should probably be flipped, I believe.
So I think it's gonna be a very, very lame turn one. We will give it +1 to hit.
So let's talk about the list momentarily. Lists are pinned in the chat as well as in the video description.
We will proceed to.
If you are interested in more information about the Invitational, tts40k.com/invitational is where to go for that. We have live brackets, plus the stream schedule or the game schedule is all going to be posted up over there. So stay tuned to that as games get scheduled. If you have a particular matchup that you want to watch, I won't be able to live stream 100% of them. Unfortunately, my streaming schedule for IRL events is very busy at this time, but I will be able to get a bunch of them, and any of the other ones I think I'm going to either ask other live streamers to cover them or have them be covered in the Discord server for people who want to watch those games. So please go check out that website and
that's a charge, but move down with
stay tuned to it to get access to the matchups that you want to see. We have, first of all, EnbA over here, who's rocking Grey Knights. Unfortunately, the new Grey Knights Codex was just after the the sort of rules lock for this event, so unfortunately not able to play the updated Grey Knight Codex. So we're still on Index this time around, but we're getting a hurrah from Warpbane Task Force. Although, to be fair, I don't think this list in particular is changing that much. We do have some changed abilities and things like Purifier Squads and stuff like that. But for the most part, I guess like Grandmaster and Nemesis Dread Knights got better, so that's good, I guess. For the most part, these guys are largely going to be relatively the same.
Be careful.
Important inclusion here is obviously the great man himself, Canis Rex.
It's just charge distance.
At his current points value is very popular across invitational lists. I don't think that's too surprising right now because he is incredibly inexpensive, although he does give a little bit of an additional lease on life for Imperium factions who are potentially struggling, especially with damage output, sort of anti-armor damage output, because he is a very efficient and effective piece to include in your army just to shore up those weak matchups. If you have trouble killing opposing knights, Canis Rex is one of the best units at killing other knights in the game, so you might as well take him at his current value. We're taking a Brotherhood Tech Marine, 2 Nemesis Grandmasters. That's alongside 3 Nemesis Dread Knights. So we have a total of 5 Dread Knights plus the Titan, Canis Rex. So 6 big walkers on the battlefield. We have a single strike squad plus an interceptor squad for utility. 2 purifier squads in order to act as essentially little utility units, little support units for the Warpbane Task Force. Looks like we are just keeping these guys in the back here to up and down using what is going to be shortly renamed Gate of Infinity to bring those guys back up into the fight. But obviously, this being Warpbane Task Force, those purifiers will be granting hit rerolls as well as things like Ayo! Ryan G, thank you for the super chat.
This guy, well, I have to roll the advance now, of course.
Carry Knights.
9, so 7 with a pivot if I need to pivot. I don't think I need to.
Ryan G, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. It was super cool to meet you in person finally after we talked online for so long. that was super good. And what an event that was over the weekend at the Heart of War GT. Some crazy games we had, including we watched a Stompa blow itself up. I talked to that player after the event, by the way, and he had a different game, not the game that we streamed live, but he had a different game playing a Dread Mob Stompa where his Stompa inflicted 21 hazardous damage to itself in one shooting phase. It just absolutely vaporized itself. That's crazy. I think he said that by the end of the game, it had bracketed itself with only hazardous damage, which is wild. So some super fun games over there, and that venue was gorgeous, so it was super cool to get out there and see you guys. But yeah, the Purifiers are going to be an important piece in this list. Obviously, they project their 6-inch aura of Hallowed Ground, so they're going to be able to provide the Dread Knights with hit rerolls. They're also going to be able to potentially provide them with close deep strikes. That's going to be very important as we move on throughout this game because of Ralben's list. Now, Ralben's playing an insane build, and while we have seen things like, Canis walking the dogs before, essentially, right, the big stompy robot Pacific Rim smash where we're going to go beat up kaijus with our big plasma cannon hand. On the flip side, we have seen much less play from this style of Aeldari army. This army's crazy. It is a Wind Rider host. So if you have not seen the Wind Rider host in action before, it's one of the most insane scoring detachments available for Warhammer 40k. First of all, it gives all of your mounted and Viper units a 1 battle round bump on strategic reserves. So unlike many strategic reserve enhancing effects, this does not say that you can come in during your first movement phase. It says that you treat the battle round as being... Whoa! Mark Holloway! Mark, thank you so much for the super chat, my dude.
You had 14 points.
Huge support for the Invitational coming out here. Appreciate that so much. Yeah, go Grey Knights. We'll see how they go. I think it's going to be an interesting one because of the maneuverability of Grey Knights in this matchup.
It's broken. It's Trevi knows how to fix stuff.
Oh, what's the issue? Sorry.
His score starts at 14.
The score starts at 14. Weird. I don't know why that is. Yeah, we just give -4. That's yeah, okay. Well, there you go, I guess.
What the heck? TTS, man.
Yeah, Tabletop Simulator is struggling today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Poor guys. Poor little guy. He's all tuckered out.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very strange effect there.
I don't see a need to wrap it right now.
As I said before, we've had some real problems with Tabletop Simulator. It took a little while to actually get this
the Shroud Run
get this game online because we were having some server problems. So I imagine that there might be a little bit of latency that's creating some sort of bugs in the system here.
Let's draw cards. Prisoners and bring it down. Well, that's not the ones I get for this turn. I get a CP from Eldrad. I kind of didn't want to go and try kill things, but...
So we were talking about Wind Rider host, and what's interesting is that I think that there's going to be a lot of things that are affecting this particular matchup. First of all, we are playing Purge the Foe today. The first couple rounds were of the mission selection were entirely random. Players did not know what missions they were playing before the event began. Different groups have been assigned different missions, but it was determined just through a random number generator. And so that we might have some odd missions for the first round, but it is double elimination. So if any players do get knocked out, they do have the chance to redeem themselves through a loser's bracket to come back and replay in the grand finals, which are going to be some of the more straightforward missions in the packet. We are playing Purge the Foe today, which does create some really interesting dynamics. First of all, the almost called the Thousand Suns. The Grey Knights army is very adept at this mission. As you can tell, it maneuvers around the table. It jumps around incredibly quickly. It's able to get weird angles on people thanks to its 6-inch deep strikes, and it's able to do immense damage, especially against an army like Aeldari, and especially an army like Wind Rider host, which has a lot of these kind of sort of mid-size, essentially medium infantry style units. A Wind Rider is basically a tactical Space Marine when it comes to its defensive tech, and those are profiles that Nemesis Dreadknights want to shoot at all day. They're going to be running these heavy side cannons that are shooting 6 AP2 ignore cover multi-damage shots, plus a bunch of smaller shots coming from their silencers. So they're able to come in and potentially knock down entire units of Aspect Warriors or entire units of Bikers if they're able to get line of sight to them. That makes this matchup super tricky for Ralben to play through. On the flip side, however, he does have the maneuverability to sort of fade a lot of these incoming attacks. And then also going second here is going to be befinal because he's going to get control over the bottom of turn and bottom of phase, in this case scoring. So definitely you win some, you lose some here.
Air Denial is much more scoreable. You can also set up some damage onto...
So in this case, EnbA had the opportunity to push forward and try to score objectives in the center of the battlefield. He is attempting a sabotage here. Looks like we ended up discarding an area denial of his own, so double area denial drawn turn 1. Just get that mission out of the deck. We don't even need it. Unfortunately, in this case, the first player disadvantage is pretty spectacular here. If EnbA was to push forward to score that area denial with something like interceptors or his strike marine squad, then he would potentially be giving up a challenger card to his opponent and also threatening control of the center objective, which could allow things like overwhelming force to activate. But also, he gives your opponent something to shoot, in which case you could potentially lose that and grab your opponent for primary points as well. So it could potentially be kind of a disaster depending on the secondaries that you drawn. Obviously, if your opponent goes and gets the 4 primary points, it's unlikely that they're going to be able to grab the challenger as well. But obviously, it does give your opponent just like so much control over what you do. So just ditching that for a command point makes a ton of sense here, even though it does kind of like mitigate or lower the tempo a little bit. Ralben going to be pushing really aggressively forward here, and that's going to potentially create space and try to knock out or restrict some of the smaller utility units that EnbA has access to, and that's going to allow the Aeldari kind of unparalleled control over the middle of the table as the game goes on. So as I mentioned before, the benefit of Wind Rider Host is that its units can come in a battle round early from Strategic Reserve, so they can come in off of table edges on battle round 1. They can come in battle round 2 into your opponent's deployment zone, and because that's not an effect that is keyed to the movement phase, you can even do it when rapid ingressing. So both of these armies are going to have extremely powerful control over their board position. They're both like incredibly maneuverable and are also going to be relatively good at killing each other, which is going to make this matchup really interesting. So I'm curious to see how this plays out. Again, if Ralben can knock out things like these interceptors that could potentially push forward and restrict where those Wind Riders could go on the future turn, he could try to score kill on turn 1, but then also potentially open up that table space for his Wind Riders to come in on future turns. Now, with that, you can also use
Purifier.
The stratagem.
No, I didn't do this. I need to come back.
Daring Riders to deep strike your strategic reserves 6 inches away from enemies rather than the normal 9 inches and wholly within 6 of a table edge. So you can essentially give them a 6-inch deep strike rather than a normal strategic reserve when coming out during your own reinforcement step. So both of these players do have access to 6-inch deep strikes as well. So the maneuverability is insane. The amount of thinking and screening both of these armies are going to have to do is crazy, which makes it the fact that this is going to be a kill focused game is actually going to be fascinating because we're not just going to be looking at, for example, situations where we're just going to be trying to steal each other's home objectives. You actually do have to protect your valuable and your squishy units in order to sort of grab the primary objective lead.
Thank you.
Unfortunate draw for Ralben here. The second secondary that he drew was Bring It Down. So
as long as that Scorpion
against an army with 6 vehicles, all of whom are going to be relatively aggressive, he's drawn the old turn 1 Bring It Down.
He is fine to die.
Unfortunate. That's usually like a free draw on future
I'll take an advance on like as a squad. Take it +3.
It is Tuesday for Steam issues. That's true. You're not. You know what, chat? You're not wrong. That's what we always say.
That way you can't deep strike shoot him, and
Steam does oftentimes go through like server maintenance on Tuesdays, so sometimes we see outages, and it looks like that. We did have some of those earlier.
Come out with something to shoot.
Hopefully, it looks okay.
Shot back. You don't even guarantee 1-tap Scorpions, so I think it's worth it.
So interesting moves from Ralben here. Going to be trying to
Need to move this Warlock out.
Bait out some engagements from these Nemesis Dread Knights to then allow him to come back and swing in the crackback. Now, Warpbane Task Force from Grey Knights is much less mobility focused than something like, whoa!
So, it's technically come. Yeah, why is that line this guy?
Ryan G, thank you so much for the big, huge super chat, making me play some shit, dude. Okay. Every ancient possible. How many ancients is that?
Like I can't prevent one guy shooting.
There's the 3 Crusader ancients, right? Then there's 3 standard ancients. Then 3 Blade Guard ancients. Then 3 Terminator ancients. Then 3 Company Hero ancients. So I think that's like 15. Is that right? Does that sound right to everybody, chat?
Let's just have accept that one guy might be able to shoot me.
Of whom, like, 2 of those profiles have melee attacks. Let's go. At least the army is absolutely chock-a-block with tiny utility guys.
Well, Purify should not fit there.
If the ancient detachment had a way to like,
a little big.
Well, I honestly I haven't read it, so I don't know what it looks like.
This guy here.
If it has a way to like
be shot here.
Like deep strike its guys, might actually be good. Might be good for scoring. I know you can respawn them, right? But Ryan, thank you again for the big super chat. Yeah, I don't know when that game's gonna happen. I'm basically booked all between invitational games and my own tournament games. I'm almost booked solid for streaming from now until I leave for Tennessee Elite Open.
Got my error
so
anything.
The number of hours I sleep between now and probably
here
next Tuesday
make it so
can probably be counted on one hand. We'll see how that goes.
Let me think about that one.
But I'll do my best. It looks like the game plan is going to be I think I'm going to be traveling to Tennessee and then going straight from there to Lone Star Open.
They're giving you 2 kills.
So
like that.
I'll be jumping all the way through and taking a day out of it to stream with Angry Joe next week
here
as well. So it's going to be a ton.
Make sure guy is super safe and then shoot him at the interceptor. I think I like that.
Every ancient and 3 20-man crusaders.
It froze these shroud runners.
I would not be surprised if that doesn't even fit. I guess that's probably only like 1,200 points, right?
Makes Canis come out to play. Canis is the guy shooting.
So the players were actually discussing this matchup as we were trying to get the lobby started, and kind of figuring out exactly the potential damage that this army has. There's between the Shroud Runners and the War Walkers, we can provide Eldar shooting units +1 AP, so bonus AP plus ignore cover from the Shroud Runners, which does a lot to get through the 2+ armor save that the majority of this
2 kills next hopefully I can get 3.
Of this Grey Knights army is sporting. We can also use focused firepower to give +1 AP to one of these units as well.
I don't take damage.
And Ralben's list is including
Shotgun is shoot the interceptors first.
3 units of 6 Wind Riders, 3 with Shuriken Cannon, so we can push those to AP3 ignore cover potentially with all of our powers combined. Eldrad Ulthuran is also leading the army. He has
do enough damage to pull one guy out. I'll just shoot the dudes first. So we have 3 flamers and a strength 4 because one guy is out.
So he has access to a +1 to wound effect as well.
Four
on top of that from Doom. So all these Wind Riders could be firing a crazy number of attacks, and all of them sort of combo together for some crazy strong bonus.
AP1, 3 ups.
AP1, yep. Take that.
Take a wound. The guy at the back.
Yep. The strength 5 gun, 6 shot. 1, 3. 3 more.
3 ups.
Fine. The 20 gun.
Oh.
2 more.
How many guns?
Can we kill 1 interceptor?
Well, Exarch is 2 guns. So 3 flamers, Exarch is 2 guns.
2 AP1s as well. 3 ups.
Kills 1.
We got 1. An entire Eldar Aspect Warrior squad for a single interceptor.
Rifles. 1 wound, AP2. I think it's AP2. Let me double check. AP1, sorry. 2 up.
Okay, 2 up.
Good.
Okay.
And then scatter laser. Sustains bring the 2 in. 9 2 ups.
Maybe 1 more here. 1 damage.
Pinkerinos.
Let's go.
Let's go 5.
That's the funny thing about Grey Knight Infantry too, is that they're deceptively difficult to kill. You look at them and you think that they're tactical Marines. But to be fair, Space Marine units tend to survive on 1 or 2 battles at an annoying rate thanks to that power armor save. But the 2+ True Silver armor save that the Grey Knight Infantry have oftentimes just spikes out saves, especially in cover here. And the low AP coming from these Warp Spiders definitely was not helping.
I mean, you're probably killing at least 1 or 2, but sure.
If one guy pops into the corner, the line to shoot him is very.
How does one get into the Invitational? Yeah, so it's automatically the top 16 players from the T5S2 season standings get
4.
Knight's doing nothing.
Are sent in invites.
This guy has options.
Some players we did have. I always refuse, so I never count for the top 16. And sometimes players are busy or they don't really want to play. So usually it's like top 18-ish or so are often given invites. You can find the season standings on tts40k.com. If you just go, the season 10 standings aren't live yet because we haven't had any events submitted. But once we do have events wrap up, well, those will get posted, and you can keep track of your events there. It is the best of your top 6 events over the course.
So yeah, the Dread Knight at the back. You could shoot the.
And the events are weighted based on size.
The top is doing literally.
It's essentially the same formula that ITC uses, with very few changes.
Ready? I'll grab my cards. 1, 2. 4 points on turn 2. Assassination, Storm Hostile. Well, Storm Hostile can only be in the middle.
Storm Hostile objective. Great draw here for EnbA. Ralben gained a command point from Eldrad, so there's no requirement for him to discard his Bring It Down this turn. He's going to hold on to that for his opponent's turn and just see if EnbA comes out with any of the Nemesis Dread Knights, because if he allows Ralben to sort of doom drop onto the Nemesis Dread Knights and try to kill them, then he's going to score that one out for free, so he might as well hold on to it. But obviously it will...
1, 2, 3.
Whether or not he holds that will be dependent on Ralben's movement here.
We get Display of Might. Okay. Alrighty, Tech Marine will buff.
Grab Display of Might as the other objective. That's not too bad, although it does force a little bit more aggressive play than I think EnbA's super comfortable with right now. So he could even end up ditching that for command points here too.
So you have no reactive moves, you just react when I shoot you.
Correct.
Okay.
Eldar, the ultimate scam army over here with Ralben Ralben kind of playing a little coy with these units, literally placing them out in the open with the intention of potentially fading away in response to incoming shooting in order to keep those pieces alive and force EnbA's more valuable pieces into the fight. With a 3+ armor save and in cover, it's a little unlikely that a single Dread Knight kills a Striking Scorpion unit, for example, unless it's kind of relying on its main Psy Cannon to do the majority of the damage there, but that's not particularly efficient because its volume's kind of lower than you'd like. And while its AP is good, having a big strength and multi-damage into a T3 one-wound model is not perfect. The Gatling Silencer can put a lot of firepower down, but unfortunately AP 0 means that those guys are potentially could save out of it. And then if there are remainders after that, they just fade away. And Ralben gets to counterattack whatever pushed in, and then also turn around and use that unit for utility later on. And that's an incredible trade up. If he can kill a Dread Knight without even having to trade a whole unit for it, that's just GG.
Overwatching, because this will turn off your rerolls.
Alrighty.
Oh.
You want Overwatch?
Yes, I'll spend CP down to 2.
Okay. Take it away.
4 Flamers. Yuck.
Ugh.
3 saves.
3 ups.
Horrible Overwatch from the
At least that tens of your rerolls.
Fighters here.
Strike 5. 1.
3 up. Guy takes a wound.
Damage, and then Twin Link. 1 shot. Reroll. Okay.
These Warp Striders tried as hard as they could not to accomplish the mission, but that
Back to me.
does make it difficult for
Yeah.
EnbA to
Fun.
take over the middle in order to project his hallowed ground. Although he does have his purifier squads active for like hot drops here, so he could push them down in order to project their own reroll aura. If he elects to move aggressively with the Dread Knights, I imagine that the EnbA doesn't feel that he needs to hold the purifiers like in reserve for too long. But it seems like he's going to play a little bit more cautiously. That definitely feels like the game plan here. I think this is going to be a game of nickel and diming these two armies.
Not anything good to shoot at other than some warp fighters. Might as well use some of those.
What's the feeling about the Sublimator? It seems great to me. I think it depends on whether or not you need to kill infantry. So if the Gatling cannon profile is significantly better for you, then if from a metagame standpoint, then you take it. But the Sublimator being Melta at 9 inches, so if you can 6-inch Deep Strike the Nemesis Grandmaster, he Meltas it. And it's twin linked, so it's relatively consistent. For example, if you're being dumped off a Purifier squad, it's 2 shots in Melta range with full hit and wound rerolls. So the number of times you're going to go through and do a bunch of damage with that is actually very high. So I think if you need the additional armor cracking, 100% you take that weapon.
Shots up the middle into EnbA. He just pulls and he can't actually see anything, so he doesn't want to be there. He wants to be further back here. Trying a very narrow line. Perhaps this guy. There is no line to that guy. They're crossing over the terrain.
So the thing that Ralben could do here is, depending on which activation goes first, he could try to fade and pull out of the second activation, and then just try to absorb the interceptor shooting on the swing back. Although I think he's written off the Warp Spiders, so he might not even waste the battle focus tokens on them because the interceptors can just charge them. Nothing that EnbA needs to score right now requires an action. So the interceptors. Whether or not the interceptors are in melee or use all of their actions, their game actions this turn don't really matter.
So we just go wide. Two kills maybe. Manage these two fellas.
So considering the best angle of attack here, unfortunately, the Eldar are projecting like such a threat right now that
Fit 2 Dread Knights in that line.
it's difficult to get any engagements.
Great. I don't think I get 2. I think.
Oh, and the thing to consider is that any of these drops that the Grey Knights are considering just get countered by Fade Away. If, for example, one Dread Knight gets in to attack the Fire Prism, the second one will never get line of sight to it because it's gonna shuffle an inch and it's gonna block that line from the second one, unless you can get really sublime lines of sight. So any heavy drops here are not gonna go the way for are not gonna be successful for Grey Knights. Obviously, that does absorb the Fade Away, so you can't use it on the other units. But as we said before, I think Ralben's basically just elected to write off the other Eldar units in the center and just use them as peace trades. Now, what's interesting is that we did take tactical objectives here, and another thing that this list tends to do, that Windrider Host tends to do, is that it has basically an absolute dominance on secondary objective scoring. Now, Ralben's list is a little bit more offensively oriented than sometimes we see, because sometimes we'll also see things like triplicate Warlock Skyrunners. He's only running a single one, as well as some more forward operators to deal with opposing screens. But that gives you, because the detachment makes Windrider's battle line, that gives you 9 mounted units. Sometimes we also see Shining Spears, although in fairness, the Shining Spears are a little bit less common in this detachment. But it gives you 9 units that you can use to consistently score secondaries. So you can push this like insane amount of secondary objective control, and sometimes that even gets used with fixed secondaries. In this case, and it doesn't look like we're doing that, because I imagine, well, that doesn't seem like it's Ralben's deal here, but also the Purge the Foe makes that a little bit tough because you can't throw away the Windrider units and for pure value, because your opponent's going to gain value out of killing them. However, if he's in a situation where he can keep parity on kills, he's going to potentially absolutely blow out secondary objective score. So it's up to the Grey Knights here to win, to just straight up win the fight, and prevent that from happening. Now, the other thing, too, to consider is how strong the Nemesis Dread Knights are in Overwatch. They can really kind of mitigate a lot of the incoming potential damage out of these Eldar units on Overwatch if they're within Hallowed Ground, because they're going to get all of those hit rerolls on their cannons. And the Eldar can only use their anti-Overwatch battle focus ability once per phase. So they'll probably, if they're moving most of the units in their army, they're probably going to have to eat 1 Overwatch in the movement phase before... from something, unless they can really focus all of the Grey Knight attacks into a single unit. But that's, with the volume of both these armies, I think it's probably going to be difficult. You one tap of Ballistas with the Sublimator. Yeah, if you can get the wounds off, right? You have to successfully win it. And it is only strength 9, which is the tough part. If it was like strength 10 or 11, 100%. But a lot of times you're rolling like 4s or 5s to Twin Linked, which means you could drop 1 or 2. These are not new datasheets. Unfortunately, we are still on index datasheets for the time being. Unfortunately, the new datasheets have not, or were not legal at the time that the rules lock for this event went down, which was this past week. So we're going to be playing with these through the group stage. However, if EnbA or any of the players here do qualify for the elimination stage, there will be a new list submission process and a new rules lock. So he will be able to submit his list if he wishes.
Say no to
Am I streaming Utah teams? Unlikely. I haven't been contacted about it, but Utah is pretty far for me. So it looks like we are potentially going to deliver one Nemesis Dread Knight.
Or something could potentially be in my
Spooky.
back line. I don't know how I feel about that. We only have one thing shooting the Shroud Runners. I don't know if we commit more Dread Knights to that line, because that line's very dangerous.
If the goal is to 6-inch the Nemesis Dread Knight, I guess we're saving on the CP here. You could maybe set up a situation where it can charge the Warwalker afterwards.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we don't commit that.
No, just kidding. We can't 6-inch the Nemesis Dread Knight, yeah. We'd have to be doing it with the Strike Squad or something.
Sounds good.
But it doesn't seem very good.
Real quick. Last time to me.
Otherwise, that would certainly be the play. Just try to get a 2-for-1 here. Can I consider a Rapid Ingress?
I think I'm good. Back to you.
Okay.
Ralben does have quite a bit in Strategic Reserve right now.
Shooting phase. Between
Get a it looks like is this the Shuriken boat? Has the Warlock Skyrunner attached with it? It is. So it does have ignore cover built in, thanks to that reveal.
Yeah. They'll hit 2s. 5 involves.
This is gonna be
Strive to Utah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which I need to pull with.
I guess I haven't driven to Utah
Let's
yet.
do.
I've driven to
Just do Exarch for
Arizona.
one remain.
Little shots. 3s. Rolling hit. 2 miss, 1 sustain. Now would you on 3s? Or 2s actually?
2s.
Yeah, 2s. Show me 10 saves.
He's dead.
You're dead. Good.
Gotta kill.
Die for that somewhere. 1 kill. Thank you. Alrighty. We will move on to these interceptors. We're going to shoot the striking scorpions.
Yep.
12. Demon. 10, 11, 12. 2 rapid fire, 1 not rapid fire.
Yep. Stealth.
Stealth. Okay. So 4s rolling 1s. And you on 3s. You have 4 saves and you're in cover.
Yep. Exarch first. Exarch takes 1. Let me consider fade away real quick.
Okay.
I'm already getting out of range of that guy's shoot.
I'm gonna turn Ralben down a little bit. Let me know if
24, right?
that's too quiet. Chat.
What do you think?
Just to equalize the
Do they want to move after doing
their voices a little bit.
Doesn't really block you from doing anything.
You will need one guy on the point for storm.
I do. You're right. So maybe a guy gets behind the wall. Yeah, I mean, let's at least try. Hang on cover. No, they're currently screening out where you could possibly 6-inch in the middle. So honestly, we should just spread them as wide as we can. And hopefully you don't draw overwhelming.
Cool. I mean, you need one guy on the point for storm, so it doesn't matter anyways.
I know. These guys always broken. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, spread them out there. Move on to the Grandmaster at the bottom. He's going to shoot in your Shroud Runners.
Yes, stealth.
Stealth as well. I want to spend CP here. Reroll 1s. They have a 4-up save. They all or 5-up save.
5 up inbound. It's 5 up inbound basically.
Okay.
4 up save for the AP1,
yeah,
AP0, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, because I gave you all cover. How I positioned. Okay. Supposed to just see that guy. No,
Anybody still quiet, chat? Okay.
Spend it here. I'll leave the ignores cover people. Yeah, I think I'll spend it here. I'll get greedy. Spend a CP. Reroll Windows of 1.
Let me
Big shots. 4s rerolling. Or sorry, 3.
let me try to
Also wanna hit him
get him a little louder.
Sure.
Come on.
Nice.
Success. 2s, I'm assuming, rerolling 1s. You have 6 invulns.
6 5-ups. They're dead.
They're dead. Let's do
Got 2
kills.
kills.
Okay.
Oops, what the hell? Sorry about that.
Last thing to shoot will be the Dread Knight at top. I think we shoot the Warwalker with the big shots and the Striking Scorpions with the small shots, even though that
Yes,
feels
sir.
wrong. I'll start with the Striking Scorpion. So he is in range of the Purifiers. She's going to full hit rerolls. You said
Let me know if that's a little bit better.
Scorpions, so
Correct.
4 littles. Rerolling hits. Sustain.
Yep. 2.
2s.
Drew just finished the third 40K novel.
A3.
Hell yeah.
Kills the XR.
Oh, great roll here.
Big shots.
Striking Scorpion's just vibing.
3s. Rerolling hits.
Once you get towards the end of this
Yeah.
this shooting segment, the shooting sequence,
Uh,
you could potentially just fade the Striking Scorpions forward in order to get them easier aggressive positions.
Well, we're gonna have 3 CP.
So this would exactly kill the Warwalker,
This one, I have 4.
unless we see a reroll.
1 4. If I save this Warwalker, I won't need the +1 AP, but then it probably will just die, and then I get sad. Eldred, this one's very easy to die. With like his and friends. You know what? I think I need to take risks to win this game, so we're gonna take some risks.
Oh, not like
No.
this. Oh, goodness. Thank you.
Ooh. Ooh.
Say these things. You're going
Almost
second.
lived.
Come on,
Take
man.
risks.
First of all, Warpaint versus Windrider is but yeah.
Alrighty. Well, that's on the shooting. This Dread Knight is going to YOLO a 9-inch charge into your Striking Scorpions.
Oh wait, 1 sec. That's the end of your shooting activation, correct?
Yeah,
that
a
was-
fade here on the Striking Scorpions could
I
be
need to-
spicy.
Fade away because there's nothing else to do. You can shoot anymore. So that charge is not possible anymore. These guys cannot charge either because they
Yeah.
faded.
Yes.
So I may as well fade here.
Fade here from the Scorps could be cool.
5 inches. 6 doesn't. 5 doesn't do that. I just go this way. I can
Just pulls out of a charge from the Dread Knight
Go kill
and
this one.
gets
There we
Ralben
go.
basically an auto in almost anywhere he wants to be, especially if he uses the +2 movement battle focus ability next turn. Can run these guys 9 inches to either disrupt this objective or to retake the
Perfect.
center
Well-
or to do secondaries, whatever they need.
I could YOLO 11 in there. But that would
Yeah,
be
by all means.
That seems like a bad choice, so no. No charges. I will score, I believe I got Display of Might now. You've got 2. I've got 3.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, Display of Might for 4. Storm Hostile for 4. I've got a kill. I've got 3 kills, but pass it to you.
Cool. I'm gonna hold on to bring it down. I get a CP for Eldred. Because I just got the free kill right here. It's going to happen. I'm gonna kill
Sure,
these
okay.
guys in the middle.
I'm gonna roll all the 4-ups, it's fine.
So 3 kills
be
live
Quite a lot
for
to him, so
EnbA right now.
He
Can
did,
Ralben
so-
tie that? Or is EnbA going to be scoring out the additional kill more points here? He could potentially, I guess, link the Fire Prisms to try to get a couple shots of the Nemesis Grandmaster.
it's not the
Buff them
best,
with the, I guess they don't necessarily do the warp,
Maybe
the
34.
Warwalker buff.
which looks possible.
Or AP4 anyway. And then sort of bring in some help off of Strategic Reserve.
Nope, that's not possible.
Too
So-
large. Too large.
Or is there anything one task me? It is Canis. This guy's probably gonna help shoot this then. Can you put a 9 around your Dread Knight? I can't. Okay, there we go. It's not working for some reason. Alright, so I can use.
Yeah, there is like an ongoing yellow scribe bug right now that sometimes
killed that.
messes
Killed
with
3.
model
So I need to
scripting.
kill
A
3.
little unfortunate. But we do have these amazing tools from the map bases that will generate our auras and stuff, which is great.
Getting 3 is not super trivial. rapid coming in. So unfortunately, I do need to put guys there. But then if I put guys, I can make it so that Canis can't reach that point. That's actually very possible. Yeah, just put it outside Canis. Make it so. Spike can be best. Let me draw cards first. Defense Stronghold. Okay, easy.
Defense Stronghold, a pretty good pick, assuming that the there's not a big push sort of out of this area here.
Don't scam me with this.
Roly-poly friends over here. Gonna try to body block in Canis Rex.
Trying to find out where anything.
Only a 10-inch movement means that he does get
Best.
restricted by a unit standing outside 9 inches, at least by an inch.
And now in that case, I can take free shots at that Dread Knight.
Ooh.
Okay, so I think that
what
is
a
nice.
move.
That also gets me some more damage into the middle.
So what?
Make sure they die.
For
Lycus goes over there with his.
those watching, what Ralben's trying to set up here is a position where the Wind Riders can use their engagement range to prevent Canis Rex from ending his movement in this position,
It's looking like
which restricts his line of sight down this line. If he's not able to catch the line of sight down this line, a Fire Prism can cut a line onto the Grandmaster, and then
does mean that
shoot without getting the crack back, essentially.
Eldari
Or push the Fire Prisms into the to shoot the center while preventing Canis from getting the line back.
Let's first move this Fire Prism. Know where it's going.
The big downside of Canis Rex,
Gonna see off the other Fire Prism in case I want to.
and the sort of mitigating factor of how powerful he is that he's only range 24, so his line of sight is going to be unrestricted at this position, but his range is the deciding factor. So he can't physically move close enough to attack the Fire Prism if there's a Wind Rider there. That's the interesting thing about the big knights is you hear a lot of people talk about how they are. It's hard to screen them because of Super Heavy Walker allowing them to move through stuff. But that's not actually the case. It's actually very easy to screen them because their mass is physically very large. So using your engagement range to prevent them from ending their moves in specific positions is actually really easy. And in this case, it's going to basically cut an inch off of Canis' movement, so he is unable to move in range of this Fire Prism. So the Fire Prism just gets to shoot the Grandmaster. That also sets up a screen in front here, which will probably also be reinforced by the Warwalker and prevent any counterattacks in this Fire Prism as well. So this shot can essentially just be free.
Math to win this game. This Warwalker does not want to stand on there. Because then he's getting nuked by Canis. But do I care?
That's a thing I actually I find very interesting about Canis Rex is that his potential output is very scary. But if you're shooting his high intensity last impulsor, his threat range is only 34, which is very mitigatable in a lot of situations. Especially if you're talking about like big anti-tank weapons. Nope. So one of Canis' weaknesses is exactly situations like this, where your opponent massively outranges you. He actually can't really play in that environment too well because he just starts absorbing damage for free.
I don't think I need to take that.
And the players were discussing it before the game, but EnbA is very aware of the fact, he's cognizant of the fact that if Ralben has the command point suspend and has the combo pieces available, he can just kill Canis Rex with Wind Riders if he's allowed to. If he can provide +1 AP, ignore cover on his guys, +1 to wound potentially from Eldrad. He can also, I believe there's an enhanced critical stratagem as well.
Okay, and then I need to make sure we have...
reroll wounds from on a mounted unit from Death from on High. you can pile so much damage into a single target from this army that it's actually surprising. You don't really consider Eldar jet bikes to be that high output, but they in fact are.
Token down to 1 and advance. Goes to +3 to his regular move, so it becomes 10.
So Eldrad trying to peek out here and grab a line onto the Nemesis Dread Knight.
Can you measure me to Eldrad to your NTK? Cool,
17.3.
18 is cool. Then here to here is fine. Prevents that. You guys are coming out here. Just train for Eldrad. I'm gonna have a problem maybe here for a rapid. So these guys will all string out. Do whatever I can.
So exposing the Storm Guardians, which could put Eldrad in danger. But I don't know. Like, Grey Knights are not an army that has a great swath of additional attacks to spend, so I don't know if they're going to have the output to deal with all the stuff that Ralben's throwing to the middle and also attack the Guardians in the back here.
They can't fit there. Measure from here. That work is great. Definitely just wrap it there. If you wrap it there, you're not really getting into anything. Get into a Warwalker. This we'll get to a fire prison. So I think I just sacked this Warwalker.
So Lycus Flicker jumping over into the corner here. We could potentially enhance critical on the Nemesis Dread Knight with her ability. It looks like we are going to be able to get some AP1 ignore cover shooting into this Purifier unit. Lycus is going to shoot into the Nemesis Dread Knight to improve the critical effects on the bike unit that's going to be popping out here in a moment. And then she, because of her leadership abilities, she's able to charge into the Purifiers and try to kill them. And that will actually equalize the kill score if they're able to kill the Interceptors in the middle and the Nemesis Dread Knight and the Purifier.
Warping player.
I'm glad you think I have the same experience you do. We'll see.
I'm sorry, I don't mean it that way, but I'm saying like
rakes I stumble into.
Yeah, this is just a very hard matchup. Let me think, especially on Purge the Foe. If this is a different mission, I think it's a lot more manageable. On Purge the Foe, I think it's very not manageable. Let's see. I can put 3 dudes there, but that cost me my CP. Kinda don't like that. May have to do that. Then how am I killing these guys? Is that really just? Am I really just relying on Lycus's fight in melee, which means you're getting kill more?
Well, Lycus's Warp Spider Exarch does have the Power Blade array.
It's not the worst, I guess.
So he's swinging 10 twin-linked Strength 4 attacks. Nice little inclusion there. Definitely a surprising amount of melee damage from that guy. That I think catches a lot of people off guard, especially with his ability to move up to 26 in charge.
Yuck.
Downside is that Ralben, I believe, has already spent his no Overwatch.
Then I just gotta block Canis' move.
Battle focus. So there's a non-zero chance if the unit of 3 Wind Riders here actually pops in. They could get shot by the Nemesis Grandmaster. He's in Hallowed Ground because of his deployment zone right now.
Sure that this guy can see.
Yeah, so they have to dodge his
That would
line of
suck.
sight.
Okay, that guy being there would be enough to block it. And 2. Where's strat reserves? The hell did I just open it?
We're gonna put every single measuring effect on the table here, champ. Just for us. Just to improve our viewing experience.
And these guys can shoot down the.
All right, this sounds like a pretty solid turn for Ralben, ending up theoretically trading a Warwalker, the alpha from a Warwalker and a Warp Spider unit for
Might have moved the Scorpion
potentially
left because this was all part planning.
2
Nothing new yet.
Nemesis Dread Knights if he gets very lucky here.
Walks out the Rapid.
Very unlikely, I guess, but it could happen.
Better just sacking that one squad. Then over here, we're gonna probably eat an Overwatch. Exploring the line to drop your cover.
An interesting benefit of the
Hey, do you wish to over?
Wind Rider
Let me
miniatures
think about it for a second. Here.
is the fact that they extend over their base so much. There's a lot of like very weird
Got that point, holy.
effects that can have on these units, and for
Plus that.
in this case, it allows them to kind of like position pretty far back,
It's a
but also
fat
still
cat
gain
split.
line of sight to their target.
I know. I'm just trying to see if you're doing mind games with me. If I overwatch this squad, if I don't overwatch this squad maybe doesn't show up at all.
I will just sure.
Yeah. So I think I have to take the first opportunity available to me.
Yeah, I would say this squad is always showing up anyways, but it might just be the other regular squad. But go for it, because one Wind Rider squad is not guaranteed to kill a Dread Knight, unfortunately.
Well, you got a Fire Prism too, but I think he wants to go bottom potentially. Seeing what happens up here first. Okay, they have 4 up saves. They're all in cover, probably. Yes, except for the guy at the back. 1 CP. I guess we just go big shots first. We hope we get lucky. 6s.
Got 1.
That's 1. Some more, please. No, damn it. 2s. 1 invuln.
1 6 up, dies.
Little shots, 6s. Oh, this is a bad Overwatch. Come on, guys. 6s. That's not gonna do it. T4, so 3s.
Yep, 3s.
Oi, 2 saves.
2 3 ups. Good.
That was a bad Overwatch.
Okay, let me contemplate 6 in.
Only 1 kill here.
Looks like this is screened, so can't do it there.
Now, what's interesting is that I don't believe EnbA has a single incinerator on any of his Dread Knights. That's true, actually. Yeah, not a single one.
Lycus is not killed.
Which is definitely occasionally there is the
so you're gonna get kill more. I can also just.
There is an argument to take a single incinerator just to have the insured Overwatch.
More prejudice.
Or if you have a unit that you aren't expecting to always be in the reroll aura inside your hallowed ground.
There. You know what? We're gonna take risks, or we're gonna lose this game.
The big downside, obviously, is that your range is much shorter with the incinerator. Ooh, so pushing the Shuriken Cannon unit over on the side here to try to hit the Nemesis Grandmaster. They might be able to dodge his range, too. If they're outside 24 inches, he can't Overwatch. Uh-oh.
Sorry. I'm just trying to find what 24 is.
Here, I'll just hold it for you.
Cool.
24 is right here.
This guy doesn't have to be. I'm hoping my Fire Prism drops you low. And then these guys can finish you off. And fade onto the wall.
I'm hoping your Fire Prism rolls 2 to hit, and then rerolls a 1 into a 2.
We just gotta try. And then last squad.
That's the hope we have here.
So
This
it's gonna
last
come
guy,
back.
is he... What's this Warlock doing? Is he 2 inches away?
Sorry,
That's all good.
he's not shooting anyways. So
Okay.
let me see. You shoot an intercept. It's 18 inches for the.
You got it.
Sure, I can shoot an interceptor. Why not? And this one. Comes back there.
So no
Then
support
you land
besides
here.
the ignore cover
Both of
on
these
the
red squads should be
shuriken
safe. This one
cannon
is gonna
unit.
fade
There's
and
none of the
well,
support
and
units
behind
are going to
here.
be pushing into
That's a lot of.
up to attack the
gambling on
Nemesis
that one, but-
Grandmaster.
We're gonna hope. Scatters.
It
I wanna
appears.
Scatters. I don't think I want to drop in any scatters this turn. I can drop in a scatter back here.
Ralben's terminally addicted to repositions. Yeah, that is the case. This is a man who, well, sometimes he plays like weird first company assault forces. We've actually talked about him on Best Armies in 40k before, because he wins GTs with strange Space Marine lists
If you do
sometimes.
Shoot on that line. Probably like, is it 3? That's the dude on 1, so that means the Warlock won't get to shoot as well. Warlock's just 2 shots anyway. And it's only gonna be 2 dudes. I'm not gonna waste time. They're gonna stay in reserve for a rapid or something. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. Flicker jumps. Take a damage on the Exarch. Okay. Let's do the fun stuff first. So Lacus is gonna shoot the Dread Knight. Everyone else is gonna shoot the Purifier.
Okie doke.
This is Lycus. Great job, sir. +1 to wound. Sorry, Eldrad's gonna say +1 to wound for everyone shooting him.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 saves, AP 2.
Wow. Okay. Corpse.
Take 2 damage. And then 4 flamers at there. Yuck. Definitely gonna get kill more. 3.
Yeah, not getting rid of this Purifier squad here is going to be unfortunate.
Kill.
We'll see what the melee has. I mean, Lycus has quite a few AP2 attacks.
Let's go. So we get crit 5.
Plus the 10 twin linked off of
go
the,
with this front squad of
off
5.
the Warp Spider Exarch, but again, it's a little bit spicy.
Oh, I didn't do this correct. I wanted to see. On that cover. Alright, the front squad of 5, be 15 shot. Fishing for 5s. Yeah. And then winning on 5s. You have 7 saves on your 3 up.
3s. Ooh.
Take 6 damage.
Down to 5.
Eldred advance. I don't think I'm gonna be greedy, because that's the name of this game. This squad is gonna shoot you and
Eldred
say +1. So you go 3.
tuned the
Are you spending CP for +1 AP?
No, I'm not.
Shurikens should
You'll be
wound
saving
on
3s because I'm not spending the
Okay.
CP on the +1 to save.
should wound on
Rerolling
4s, right?
5s, and then winning on 5s. You have 11 saves on your 3 up.
There's a world. There's
Oh.
not that world.
It
Explode.
does not matter. Chance.
He
2
does.
Windrider units all together.
Oh, it's D3.
Oh no!
D3
He
me.
blows up.
Start
He's
with
gonna
you.
kill the Warp Spider Exarch.
Can take 3.
Oh no!
Also gonna take.
And with it, about a third of the melee damage. Oh, but also deals 3 damage here. Maybe Lycus can
kill.
do it. What a
One
roller
kill.
coaster ride of experience that was. Oh my god!
Over here, this 5% is gonna see off the other 5%.
That's
And
insane.
shoot that Dread Knight.
Killed the 3 wounds to both units.
It hits.
That's
and you-
wild.
Wait, you're T8. I forgot what
Yeah.
strength I am.
Did a
I am
ton of
strength
damage to
18, so
the
Okay.
to the Warp Spider unit. Took a lot of the Warp
Six
Spider unit's
damage.
damage out, but also removed a lot of the wounds
Life choices.
that that they actually have to deal now.
Take the first 6. Yep. Already back to you. Down to 7.
Oh. This is gonna be awkward. I think if we die, I'm just happy. If I fail to fire and fade, it is what it is. I guess I can still shoot probably 2 guys down this way. Yeah, I can still probably shoot 2 guys down that way. The Warlock's help. So I think it's fine. I'm gonna shoot the other 5 person fully into you. And if you die,
Like stabbed a Hecaton to death.
I can see we're not gonna die. And then
If you shoot it on the way in with your gun, right? Anything could happen. Just roll 6s to hit.
4 up, please. Sir.
You're good.
Excellent. Excellent.
These guys are gonna spend a CP. Get +1 AP, so it'd be AP on your 4 up because the Warlock picks it in no cover.
Okay.
Do I need to spend the other? I have 3 CP. Yeah, I need to spend the other. I'm gonna spend the other one for real wounds. I just need to spend all my CP. It is what it is. Alright, 18 shot. Hitting on 3s. Just rerolling the fails because I reroll wound. Wounding on 5s, reroll. You have 10 saves on your 4.
The spike here, please.
He dies.
The opposite of spiking. Do I explode?
Nope.
No.
They're gonna spend a CP at the end of the phase. Oh, sorry, the 1 shot going down this way.
Sure.
This is the closest target for him. And then
was it? I guess you couldn't see that one.
Yeah, he was
I couldn't see that one.
out of range.
And then wounding on
Exclamation point, how to play in chat, folks. If you are interested, that's the
4 up.
new player tutorial playlist.
Okay.
Somebody wants to put it in there. I, for some reason, I'm having trouble
18 shot.
chatting in YouTube. But if you enter exclamation point how to play,
I don't believe
then you'll get the
correct.
new player tutorial playlist. All of the relevant videos for how to get started in Tabletop Simulator are available over there.
Comes up 2, so it doesn't matter. And then wounding on 3s.
If you are interested, exclamation
saves,
point
22.
Discord as well. Come out, hang out with us in Discord.
Kills 1.
There are folks in there. We have a mentor
Alright,
channel for folks to help you get started in Warhammer in Tabletop Simulator 40K. We also run events constantly for free all the time.
You're gonna want to
Some free, some paid, but free events constantly, usually at least 1 per week that you can hop into and join. All of the competitive events that we run feed into a season standings. This event is the top 16 of those season standings. Over 500 players participated this season, and we're down to just 16 of them competing. So this is overflight, by the way. As soon as we kill a unit, it can pay a CP to move up to 7 inches. And any phase, which is interesting because you can do so in the shooting phase.
It's not very safe.
And potentially also in the charge phase. The other benefit is that, to my knowledge, I don't believe it has ever been changed, but you are able to charge after moving. However, you do have to actually kill a unit, and he must be with a mounted unit, which sometimes gets a little bit
So
spicy.
in person, very easy to put these wind riders in this kind of formation. On TTS, it's just very complicated.
Oh, because you can't rotate in increments of 15 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah, so normally I stream all of
All right.
my games over on Twitch.
It is what it is.
At twitch.tv/TacticalTortoise TV.
These guys
I
are
haven't streamed
beautiful.
Tabletop Simulator on
This is
YouTube
going
in
to be
quite a
great.
while. Although if you go to my replay channel, if you're interested in more Tabletop Simulator content, I stream most of the finals games for my events over there, as well as my own gameplay.
These guys.
That is youtube.com/TacticalTortoise TV
8.
is where to go for
Sorry,
all of
I
that.
ask you, did you want to -2?
And NC Conroy, who's in chat over there, is
Unfailably close.
the boss of that channel. He's doing a great job. over
And then
there.
Lycus is going to charge there. 5.
You do have to base me.
Yeah, I'm checking whether I can block.
So the purifiers are to go up against the wall in order to project the 6-inch aura.
Looks like I can.
It's like a base. Lycus can touch like
Yeah,
the
which is
barest
not
edge of the
I didn't say I was going to stop it, so I guess you were there.
I
was hoping to 1-inch the wall.
terrain there.
It's too bad. Too late.
There's
okay,
not
yes,
really
yes,
a.
yes.
I guess if the unit ends up killing them, they could potentially pile in towards the
I get
objective.
to
And that could allow Lycus to get into a
Alright,
safer position. I don't think it's gonna make a
okay.
difference. Okay.
Canis is gonna kill him 3 bikes if I charge you, so I'm not gonna do that. Let's fight. You can interrupt. Yuck. Let's go with Lycus. He's dude on 1, so Lycus is gonna use his extra attacks first. You have 3 saves, AP 2.
Ooh.
Whoops.
Kills the guy on 1. Big attack.
Very efficient, Lycus.
I'm gonna flip that to a 6.
2 lethals from the initial swing.
Yeah, 4.
Handing 4 saves. AP2 out of the purifiers. Coin flip, we get him here.
Imagine or...
Yes, 2 each.
1 lives.
1 more, and then 4 regular punches.
He lives. Can we kill him with the regular melee attacks from the warp spiders? It's
1.
not going to happen. And that purifier is going to live and
Okay.
gain 4 points for EnbA here. Because Ralben, or at least to deny 4 points. Ralben has killed 3. I guess that guy could kill the warp spider unit here and then actually gain the 4 points. Right now he's denying Ralben to kill more.
For me anyway. Okay.
But he could potentially gain EnbA if more himself.
Into the striking scorpions, I think you've killed 2 things. If it stays alive.
Considering an interrupt here, if the interceptors swing and kill 2 striking scorpions, they don't have an X-Arc, so they don't have any special weapons in the unit right now. It's just chainsword attacks. There's a very reasonable chance you block the kill here. And that's that could also potentially score EnbA kill more. 2 CP for potential 4 wounds here.
1 remain.
Oh, kills all but 1. And there's not literally 0, but almost a 0% chance that he ends up actually killing that unit.
Flip that to a 6. So get total sustain, wounding on 4. Yeah, 5 AP ones.
Got how many attacks?
They crit on 5s. 4 attacks. And they crit on 5s.
Okay. AP1 you said?
Yes. So 3 ups. 1 more.
Oh, almost killed him.
You got Gilmore, Palantir touch.
This is the game of units surviving on individuals. Does this purifier kill the warp spiders? It's going to be a huge swing.
I'm hurt. I do not have new rules yet. 2s. 3 involved.
3 saves on their 5 up. Can Ralben...
You're giving me my 4, that's why it looks weak.
Just scumbag here.
Sorry, green ones and warp spiders?
3
on 5 up invulns to keep that unit alive. He needs 2 out of the 3.
Warp spiders die, like us for me.
Okay, I got many more kills. Okay.
Yeah, so you got Kilmore. You go to 12. I get to 8. I do get the challenger. Over to you.
To the point.
Big turn for EnbA here. He is going.
This is OC1.
Going first, so he's gonna have to
holding more. Well,
sort of push the score up as high as he can in order to make up for the bottom round benefit that Ralben gets. Gets a lot more control over the objectives, over the kill counter over the course of the game. Not to mention the fact that he gets control over challengers and bottom of round 5 primary objective scoring.
1 squad of bikes, then get blasted by the other 2 squads again.
The play that these fire prisms allow Ralben to make around the corners of the table at long range is actually really interesting. I very much like their inclusion in this list. They give him this detachment a lot more play than it would normally be just by simply
shots into that. We're just
focusing on the Wind Riders themselves.
Just staring at this bit.
But here's the question: is Canis Rex going to push forward? There is remaining a War Walker to bonus AP against him. He could probably kill several of the Wind Riders with shooting and clear out the unit in front of him.
You need to walk up here, shoot and charge like us. They should probably stay where they are. Can shoot with all of them. Great. I got 2 up. Yeah, she got 2 up. I'm rocking 1 lonely CP.
But these individual Aeldari models screening out the center of the table is actually really annoying for EnbA here. I wonder if the game plan here, now that the majority of Ralben's army is on the battlefield, so it's not going to... It can up down to to jump around, but it has to. A lot of it has to come off the table edge. One unit can deep strike, potentially 6 inches.
We fall him back first.
But I wonder if the correct play is to take the units that have been presented
Say no.
and not push too far forward in order to sort of wander into line of sight of these fire
I got
prisons.
the tech marine too. So yeah, we got.
Because you can pick up
So
what 3 kills basically instantaneously without really giving up too much of your own army in order for your opponent to attack.
Thing will be the red with the red squad on it.
Being down 2 Dread Knights though is not a great spot to be in. To be clear though,
crazy madness. Why? But why? Okay. And Locust. These are both not very doable cards. Cannot get.
only 1 game tonight. Yeah, if you check
gap
out,
there.
so to answer all of your questions,
Well, that's where
tts40k.com/invitational.
4 points.
I believe
Minus if you overroll.
command is exclamation point invitational in chat. If YouTube would let me chat,
Okay.
it does.
I do away some
That's
battle
exciting.
shocks. No one's controlling it. Or the purifier up there in a 6.
Oh, excuse me.
He's fine, and we'll move on to the interceptor in the middle in the 6. He's also fine. Those are my battle shocks. And then we'll do some movements. So you have
I have to re-enable
first
it.
you have tokens.
Let's try that again.
Ding Locust. Do I really want to keep these cards?
Exclamation point invitational in the chat should get you access to the link.
I mean,
Unless
in
it
the
breaks,
world
in which case there it is. That has the game schedule, which has all of the currently scheduled games listed,
thing to get on that side.
where they're being live streamed, and the time that they're being live streamed. So for these events, because they are online, so the players can potentially play them whenever. We don't have a set schedule for these games. It is based on player availability. So they're going to be kind of all over the place. Unfortunately, we don't have the same locked schedule as we would for an in-person tournament. So we're streaming 1 individual games at a time. Right now, it's just going to be 1 game tonight, but in about, let's look at the clock. In about 9 hours, we're going to have another one.
Right, we're going to start in the middle.
That one is going to be...
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Do you think?
From Group A. I believe that's Ash versus Deimos.
These gentlemen will move.
So all the information is in the game schedule
You want to be able to shoot
document that's on the invitational page. You can find the missions that are being played, the participants, and the time that the game is being played in that document. There's also a live bracket for the group stage that will get updated as the game's complete. Can you do everything in Tabletop Simulator that you can do in Tabletop? So, yeah, an interesting thing about Tabletop Simulator, it's important to note, is that it does literally what it says on the tin. All Tabletop Simulator does, effectively, is it simulates a tabletop. So,
Canis.
While there are a lot of like rules assistance that can be used, so we have things like these aura measures, and we have score sheets, and
Think a little bit,
secondary objective drawing stuff and stuff like that. The core, the fundamental mechanism of the game is exactly the same as in-person 40k. You're taking your miniatures and you're moving them around a table based on the 40k rules. So the Tabletop Simulator itself doesn't actually adjudicate any of the rules or interactions. It simply gives you a surface on which to play effectively. So you still have to. You are able to do literally everything you can in in-person 40k. Literally everything you can in in-person 40k. With some bonuses, because you can use tools to enhance your game, but you also still need to know the rules and stuff like that.
You have to second one. Some shots in there. What does that give us? That was a guy in the middle. No.
Sometimes you want to play 40k but don't want to wear pants. My guy, Tabletop Simulator is the place for you. The other cool thing is that you get to find matchups and opponents that you would never run into in-person play. So, like if you play at your local game store, your local league, or tournaments and stuff like that, if you start in events, or if you go to LFG channels, if you're just looking for games to play, you'll find people in time zones and in metagames that you would never have experienced otherwise. So you get to play people across the sea, you get to play people on other continents, you get to play people even in your own country who you would never meet before, and it exposes you to so many factions and so many units that you never see in your local metagame. So your knowledge of the broad game increases exponentially.
We're just going right back into the blender we're just in, except you don't crit 5s. It's like it dies. Still quite possibly still likely dead for a squad of Wind Riders. That doesn't feel great. Let me just move.
Oh, I forgot I actually went on the force, but whatever. Remember for next time.
You got
So exclamation point how to
You
play
got it.
chat has all the tutorial information.
glorious, glorious.
Right now there's a lot going on screen because the players are utilizing a lot of
Well,
sort of measurement
folks,
assistance.
this is the one.
So all of this does tend to happen with high level tabletop simulator 40K, and it is a I guess it's a catch-22 of the system is that it gives us all these cool tools we can use to make things like measuring auras and things and deep strike denial zones and line of sight easier. However, it does tend to clutter up the screen a little bit, so I do apologize for that. But we are here just to watch the players, so whatever tools that they want to bring in to use are up to them. Mostly it's that they're broadcasting a bunch of auras to make sure they maintain coherency in their engagement ranges and stuff like that more easily without having to go through and individually measure those with a tool as you would in in-person play. Allows you to play from a city with no Games Workshop presence. Yeah, the number of people, and we even have some people. This is so cool, chat. We have some people in the even in the Invitational this season, who got their start playing exclusively 40K. They knew about Warhammer, and they knew it was neat, but they had no way to play in person at the time. Either no store, or they couldn't afford to get into it, or they didn't have anyone to play against.
Rolls up here either.
And they played exclusively on Tabletop Simulator to the point where they got they sort of leveled up in the game to the point where they started to play in person and transition the skills to in person play, and are now on WTC teams, are now sort of part of national teams, on online teams, and have really sort of embraced the competitive game, and that is so sick.
Those guys there.
Yeah, Ralben's also on.
I have one more Dread Knight. What's it?
It's like on
Mr. Rapid. That doesn't feel good.
Team USA for the WTC as well. We have actually
nothing
kind of a ton of WTC players here on the
Egos.
Invitational this season, which is wild.
No. Where's my deployment zone at? One. Here's get pre-rolls. Purifiers get pre-rolls. That feels a bit better.
Yeah, I think the restriction to spectator measuring is I think that's like hard coded into Tabletop Simulator. I don't know if there's a way to Lua code out of that. I would like it if there was an easier way to measure without the player seeing it. Generally speaking, it doesn't give up too much information, but I do try to limit the amount that I measure. There is a spectator mode inside Tabletop Simulator, but it restricts your use of tools, so it doesn't let you use measuring tools.
Really nuked that guy.
Which is unfortunate. But yeah, a spectator mode would be cool. I don't know how that would be implemented in Tabletop Simulator without doing a ton of extra work.
Tech Marine, you die for our sins. Back here. It's the most annoying place you can be.
So considering our drops here, we're gonna have to make some magic happen. Being down 2 Nemesis Dread Knights does suck.
Does it change anything if this guy stands here? If he falls back?
Would it fall back?
So when he falls back, if he doesn't fall back, if he stays on the point, that changes.
No, it doesn't change anything.
Okay.
Yeah, model there to prevent rapid ingress would be cool. And then he also you could take a shot at the Striking Scorpion to try to save the shot somewhere else.
Dead, but it's
Yeah.
Looks like we can potentially get 2 guns into the Warlock Skyrunner unit, which between a Nemesis Grandmaster and a Canis Rex probably kills the unit. And then we just get to push Canis Rex up and hope that the amount of damage that we've dealt, if we're able to pick up 2 six strong bricks of Wind Riders, plus the stuff that Ralben will already have removed, is enough to keep Canis Rex alive throughout the remainder of the game, so he can start pushing on the Fire Prisms.
I suppose we tuck in here. I'm gonna make that as hard as possible. I'm running out of units. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully 4, hopefully 5. Okay. That's my movement phase. Let's do some shooting. Or would you like to rapid ingress?
No.
Okay, let's do some shooting. We are going to start with this one Dread Knight who can only see the guy in the middle. They're going to shoot the Striking Scorpion.
Murder.
Big shots. 3.
Don't worry, Striking Scorpion.
Force.
I think you will be fine.
4. Yep.
And 2s. You got 2 invulns.
He's dead.
Dead.
Yeah, not having to own the miniatures to try the models is a big benefit for Tabletop Simulator. It's
Alright,
one of the
gonna move
big
on to
reasons that
Grandmaster
it's
back.
so
Just
useful
put
for competitive
big
play,
shots into the wind
because you're
runners,
as soon as
shots.
rules for
I'm
something
sorry,
come out,
into the
and you have like a
wind
reasonable
that big
proxy for it, you're
spot.
immediately able to
Okay.
start theory crafting and play
Play that
testing with
one.
it. So it's such a strong tool if you are like a tournament player, or if you're getting in and you're trying to play.
Strat.
You're trying to find what factions and what lists you like before sort of committing to expensive purchases IRL.
First.
It's like such a hugely beneficial tool alongside in-person play that it's crazy.
Nice.
And 2s for your only ones. Yeah, 5 involves.
Warlock first. Warlock tanks it all. Okay. Next gun.
Warlock's a character, right? You can't put
It's not a character.
It's not a
an attached.
character.
Yeah, the Warlock's weird. He's a non-character leader. I think the only one in the game, in fact. I guess beyond sort of any non-character leaders inside bodyguard units.
Little shots.
Like Victrix Honor Guard, for example. He's basically a Victrix Honor Guard after Calgar's already been killed. He just hangs out. He vibes inside the unit, but he is not himself an actual character.
All right, 11 saves.
Okay.
Ogre and Bodyguard embeds, I believe.
Takes 3 and die.
Whereas the Warlock Skyrunner, if I remember correctly, literally joins with the leader ability.
Let me think about moving. I think it's definitely this. I think Canis shoots me regardless. And now I can also just spend the CP to scam the Forb Invuln. Because that went a lot better than I expected, of course.
As it does, yes.
Where else would I use a reactive shoot token? It'll be here to get better position. I think the Forb Invuln is always happening here.
Yeah, so there are several options for recoloring your army if you want to. There are armies with different skins that are either available on Steam Workshop that people have created, or that there are several options inside Forsword, which is the model mod that is most typically used. You can also edit the skins yourself. So there is like some level of repainting you can do on Tabletop Simulator. Did we get a maximum movement? Yeah, around bases, unfortunately here. Okay. We got a maximum move fadeaway. Are they able to dodge Canis Rex? No way. Oh no, chat, the scam. I think it's gonna be tough to get out of line of sight of the impulsor on the corner here. We'll see how it goes. Mark Holloway, thank you for joining Advanced Tactics. Appreciate that. Hope you enjoy all of the members-only videos we got in there.
Copy, so Canis can't shoot me. Everyone else will be down. Cool. Yeah, that line, and I should be on the other side of the line. Okay, over to you.
Oh my god.
Fun.
Fun.
Well, Dreadnought's gonna go up top.
I think that was only possible because of the 6 chats. I don't think that Canis Rex was I don't think he was escaping Canis Rex without that 6. That is so lucky.
Into 2.
It's been the dice have been giving and taking away this game. We had Lycus sort of flub really hard and then lose her unit to that one purifier, but obviously it's not all bad in Ralben's world over here. What a move, chat.
No sustains and 3. You've got 7 saves.
3 up. Good.
Oh, just blanking the Gatling silencer damage from the Nemesis Dread Knights. 2 Nemesis Dread Knights have shot these Wind Riders. Killed a grand total of 2 of them.
Murder them.
If you include the Overwatch as well. This is looking a little bit sketchy for our Grey Knight heroes here
Leaves you standing
as this turn goes on.
at point.
We just need Canis to face tank the world
Not holding more unless like
from here on out.
crazy and kills 5 people. Okay. A lot more bikes alive than I was hoping.
I wonder if
Yeah, so
I think Ralben's
we'll do the
probably
big guy.
positioned
Big
correctly.
guy.
I wonder if there's a position
Two
where the Canis could
twos.
charge these guys. I think that's probably what's going to happen here. Is that he's just going to try to kill these Wind Riders with his shooting,
Oh, dice.
and then turn around and get the charge into the other guys.
And 2s. I have 3 saves.
Die.
Okay. That's most likely going to be an enormous charge, but I think that definitely feels like it is the play here for
I'll see this
or
question
EnbA.
because I gave it to you. There's probably a spot I could have been 1 inch from this wall. It's up to you whether that would change anything.
In terms of me charging you.
I don't know.
See, you want to move this guy and see if you could fit him?
Yeah, easily. It's over here.
So,
That's fine. Save him there.
Cool.
Cool.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So I guess my charge is just going to be into Lycus with the strike rates.
okay.
Got nothing
Well,
else.
fair enough, chap.
Fell back. This guy whiffed. This guy really whiffed. So yeah, we just have 3 inch into Lycus. Yeah, on a 5.
A little awkwardly, the closest model to Lycus right now looks like is a heavy weapon guy. Oh no, that's just a Stormbolter guy. I don't know why he's carrying a gun.
Inches from him. Lycus have no CP to reroll. Wow, that's not enough attacks on a 5. That's very unfortunate. Nothing else I can do though. I guess Canis will try going around the long way. See if I got like a 12
Yes.
or something hilarious. It's not a 6. Adding people to this is just giving you people to shoot at. Although again, you're already shooting a Dread Knight with potentially all 3 of these squads again.
So going into, I guess the other thing to consider is like now that these units have moved, there is a big spot in the back
the
here
Dread
for
Knight
Ralben to
into
potentially
Lycus.
try to exploit.
That's
So
anyway. Come on.
I think that
That's-
none of these units are particularly safe. Even if the
actually,
Wind
it's not
Riders
this one.
are on the battlefield right now, they could
That might be
reposition
a
into the
little
back
bad.
line.
Let's
Yep,
find out.
try it out.
And so I think that EnbA is
Yeah, that should be good.
basically
Somewhere.
unpunished for pushing here. Like these guys are going to be able to shoot regardless of where
Touches
where
those.
Ralben's miniatures are right now. The huge benefit that, or I guess like the catch-22 for Grey Knights here is that
attacks,
they are
5
good at
attacks, and
killing
uses-
with Riders sometimes, I guess.
Start with six.
They're struggling a little bit right now.
Rolling hit.
But the downside is that they don't screen out the up-down very well because they don't have a lot of like extra little things to hide in the back.
Okay, he's fine.
Brother, please.
Sorry.
I mean, we're struggling here already.
It's 3 attacks, right? With bad attacks, but
Oh, sorry. So
no worries.
3 hits or 3 hits and 3s. Nothing. Cool. Now if I move up,
He's gonna smack the Purifier.
sure.
This is the big attacks. Yuck. 2, AP2.
Corpse.
Lycus blanks the incoming damage.
Yeah,
Oh man.
This is the little attack. 2 more. 4 ups.
4s.
Take a damage.
But the Purifier doesn't die on the swing back? All right. We just do the Purifier to
Purifier
full
fights
convert 3 attacks through Lycus, have her fail all her saves, and then die. Both players out of command points entirely.
I
So.
consolidate them now. 2s rerolling. Rerolling.
Nice.
2 2s. Alright.
3 saves. 3 saves onto Lycus. What do you have? 1 goes through. All those attacks. 4 Grey Knights just hit her in the face, and she took 2 damage.
Oh, I'll get a Challenger card.
Uh-oh.
Get a CP from Eldred.
And that was not the
Do I
turn
wanna
we
pick
needed
anything
out
up
of
before we
EnbA
wanna
here.
Defend at the end of your turn.
The failure to kill Lycus into a failure to kill the
Leave the side alone.
Wind Rider unit in the back over here as well. It was unfortunate. And I think, to be honest, these Nemesis Dread Knights are just not really converting as well as they need to. Combination of the kind of weird defensive characteristics that the Wind Riders have. A little bit of dice spikes one way or another can keep them alive a little bit longer than you expect. And we are really seeing that. The Gatling Silencers, unfortunately, being AP0, not ignore cover, allows most of the Eldar to save on 3s against that.
Card first.
And so they could kind of just like blank a lot of damage.
What is this? Oh, this is a useless one. It's just I get 3 points for being in the middle, basically. So like, this is gonna take a token and fall back there. Let me see if anyone can Overwatch me. As long as I'm there, is it? And the token is it a point for within 6 of the center? What is it? Sorry, it's over here. 6 at the center. Cool. So that's very easy to do. And then any Overwatches on this side looks like no. Oh, first I need to stop the shooting phase.
You know, the interesting question is what
No.
what Ralben considers doing right now. Because he could turn around and push Canis really hard.
You know, gotta play Warpaint, I understand.
And try to combo him
token
together.
+2 move.
Can you use it to fall back?
Yes. Let me double check. Yeah, it might not be able to use fall back.
Is it +2 normal move?
Yeah, +2 normal move.
So you're not making a normal move.
You are correct. Let me double check. When I'm I can use it on fallback.
Fallback. Wow.
Yep,
Okay.
I can use it on fallback. Okay, cool. And then
Swift as the Wind is the name of the ability. When you are selected to make a normal, advance, or fallback move, you can trigger the agile maneuver to add +2 to the movement characteristic.
More to just block your ability to drop.
Delightful.
If I kill the Purifier, that's extra on top. And then everything is just gonna show up here to kill that. I don't think there's a world I try for more than just. So I don't need to give you an Overwatch on that Dread Knight.
So it sounds like Ralben is going to be focusing on Canis here. You can just start dumping the Fire Prisms in
Cover.
and then redeploy all the Wind Riders over there. I don't think he's going to get Doom on the
cover.
Off of Eldrad. I believe that Eldrad looks like he's probably too far away, especially because we've... I guess we could Swift as the Wind again, because we can duplicate that one. But I don't know if Eldrad's going to move far enough to get in range.
There's this guy.
Yeah, so I should be off that line. Thank you. Cool. Now Canis should not have cover. That 5 mana can just go die now. It shouldn't be alive anyways, but sometimes things happen. I'm gonna go inch a little bit back, but nothing can fit there. And I should still prevent Canis having. Cool, done. These guys are gonna come here. This Warwalk is very valuable to me because it's my only source of +8. Can come here, stomp that Tech Brain in a second if I need to.
You leave him alone.
So now no Dread Knight should be the land. Just make sure. Yeah, no. Okay, and then need to see the other Dread Knight in case I spike from Canis. Okay, and Over here, we want to screen out here. Screened out already pretty well. Because I'm going to drop a 6-inch deep strike with no overwatch in a second over here. And then we just put a bunch of bikes here. Canis will have cover. Not a big fan of that. I guess I can spend a CP to +1 AP to put you back on the 5s. I do have to kill this Tech Marine first to make this all work. But it's my Maltas. Ah, they're over here. Okay. I also have cannons, I guess I can shoot the Tech Marine with. This in the stand. A bit further back. You can see that Dread Knight. And you can see the Tech Marine. I need to drop 3 bikes there, say no overwatch. I spend. Do I want to spend to try? You got 1 kill that turn only, right?
I got 2.
You killed the Scorpion in the middle, and what's the
3?
Oh, yes, the 3 bikes. You got 2. Yep. So I'm ideally gonna kill 1. Fucking Canis doesn't count as 1, which is stupid.
Just don't kill him, it's fine. Leave him alone. You want to spike your saves? I'll spike my saves.
Prism will have direct line. I really don't like it, but I gotta do it. Spend 1 6-inch deep strike. Spend a token. I spent 1.
Sorry,
That's my last one.
I think I spent your token for you. I think you have 1 left. You spent 1
Yeah.
moving. You spent 1 moving 2. This is your 3rd token, so you got 1 more.
I got 1 more. Okay, cool. I was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't spend 4 yet, but no worries.
Spent 3.
So trying to get the 6-inch deep strike to get across the midline here for engageable fronts.
Take a chance I don't even kill this guy, but we're gonna try.
Yeah, and we get to pick up a kill on the 1 wound purifier.
And then a 6-man
with a scatter laser unit, no less. So high volume to try to kill him.
What do you guys want to do? Position this guy in a very annoying place. I guess the 6-man is just adding damage to Canis. It's gonna be like little bits, little teensy wincy bits of damage, but damage is damage. They're not gonna do much for the rest of the game anyway. Let's see what 24 is. I'll drop the other ones first. Just make sure I don't scam myself. The real estate.
No reserves remaining for EnbA as well. The downside of the old version of Grey Knights is that they aren't able to hold their teleport assaults. So they can't go into reserve and then hold for rapid ingress. So there's no additional rapid ingress threats from him now. Which does pull a lot of the screening pressure off of Ralben. because now he knows that anything that comes in is going to be essentially locked into wherever it's sitting.
Goes there. And then that would be last squad. Just add damage here. No, this side's more important.
So everything coming on to try to kill Canis Rex.
Damage on Canis. We gotta make sure he dies. And if he doesn't die, we'll have some extra bits of damage. And then maybe the 3-man comes back here to make sure Sir Hector he's alone up.
He's alone up, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna get to him. All right, no worries. All right, let's go to the shoots. Check my secondaries. Oh damn it, I have engage. I'll have engage for 3 like this. This 3-man has to come back here. They can shoot purifiers from a safe spot as well.
Yeah, the players noticed
some
sort of weird bug issue. It was probably caused by the disconnects we have earlier, but Ralben's side loaded in with 4 extra points being added to his total.
Well, that's the one thing I'm able to.
So the -4 is just to offset that. We weren't really sure
Yes,
what was going on there, but
down to what?
Down to 1.
The score
Grandmaster.
on board should be correct
you
because
do not
the
cover.
game automatically adds 10 points for your battle ready.
4 from the
It assumes that you gain battle ready.
First, show me some.
Plus we have
Start. Show me some more.
12 secondary plus 12 primary, so plus 24. 34 points total.
1-6 up.
The -4 is
Nice.
doing something. Yeah. We weren't really sure what was going on there, but this was the solution
Again.
for now.
Okay, come on.
It does look weird, though.
6 shits.
3s. 5 4-ups.
1 remains and 1 wound.
Ooh. Almost
It's
got the
engaged,
Wind
that's what I'm
Riders
crying
to
about.
grab engage.
Alright,
That would have been a kill as
let's go.
well.
Let's
Ooh, that was
with
definitely worth the try.
this Warlock, huh? It's gonna
But
shoot
didn't quite
everything
do
in
it.
Canis. This is the Bright Lance. Misses. This is why we take a Sky Laser. Sustains. Nothing. But we get +1 AP there. Okay. Annoying.
Sorry, you never moved your Fire Prism. Did you want the line on Canis?
I can't get a line there. He's drawing a line from the other Fire Prism.
Okay.
Annoying. These guys won't have rerolls in Canis. Let's shoot. Let's shoot this Fire Prism first. It's gonna shoot its cannons at the Tech Marine. Its big guns at Canis. Big guns on Canis. Okay, stupid fucking prisms. No. Only 1 CP. 1 win.
5 up.
6 damage.
What am I saving CP for? I have a free CP reroll. This is the highest damage thing, so I think this is where the CP goes. Free CP reroll. Yeah. Nope. Take 6.
6 cannons on the Tech Marine. Still have a wound reroll. That's the 1 wound reroll. 2 wounds on Tech Marine, AP 1.
These are damage what each?
2.
3 ups.
You're
That's
good.
fine.
The next Fire Prism is going to wait because annoying. I need data. This cannon squad is going to shoot the Canis. I think I need to. So annoying. Not getting this damage. These scatters will all shoot the Tech Marine. I guess that's probably some smarter use of the scatters.
Seems aggressive.
Rerolling hits because you're my closest target. And then on 3s. 20 saves.
Ooh,
I believe in
could get him. Exactly kills
To
him.
the wound.
Absolutely
Right, now that unlocks
disgusting.
rerolls for these squad.
Poor Tech Marine, he didn't deserve that.
Be saving with 4s. I'm not gonna do enough damage. It's gonna suck. I'm not doing enough damage to this thing. I think I just have to spend the CP. I have to force this. +1 AP with this 18 shots there. Like, put you back in the 5 above the cover. Hitting on
you can do
3s.
+AP twice. Okay.
Yeah, one from the strat, one from the World.
Sure. Roll S6s, please. Come on.
And then 5s to wound. You have 8 saves on your 5 up.
5 ups, please, Canis.
Oh no!
14.
Canis is down to 6.
This
Or with 6s.
Prism, I think I'm not. Let's just shoot these 3 scatters first, so alleviate some brain damage from me. It's not the closest target, but everything that 1 health purifier. Rerolling 1. You have 10 2-ups.
Purifier.
Dice.
Exactly dies.
That does get me
We could
2. So
Link
you have
one
5
Fire
now.
Prism at a Canis and exactly kill him with one shot.
Let's just shoot this Fire Prism. It's gonna shoot the 1 shot into
Let's
Canis.
go!
Can
Can we exactly kill Canis too? Literal perfect conversions?
It hits, and it wounds. Give me a 5 up.
Oh, the 5 up
Canis.
of Destiny, no!
Dice. Does it explode?
Load.
Oh,
It
shit.
blows up on the Nemesis
That's
Grandmaster
that's-
chat. This is not EnbA's day, I think.
Pop out Sir Hector.
Just getting slowly picked apart by
Take a mortal wound.
a host of ducklings.
He's fine.
He's fine. Over here,
God.
this entire 5-man is now just gonna shoot that interceptor to death. Wounds on 3s. 12 saves, AP1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost exactly
Fine.
kills that guy too. All right, chat.
That is
I would say that's a pretty good turn, I
charges.
think, from Ralben here.
it's nothing. I spent all my CP.
If I
for
was
time phase.
if I was a
Right, yep. I spent all my CP, so I
Ralben
can't fire
side of
invade.
the
And
battlefield, I would
Red
be
face.
pretty
I do get 3 kills.
excited about that.
Over to you. Gauge for 4. Secure for 5. And a challenger for 3.
I am the challenger. At long last. Alrighty. Up downs. Well, Strike Marines are not scoring me anything, but they are sticking that objective, which is fun at this point in time. These 2 units in the corner are doing literally nothing. They both go up in space.
Yeah, so the Strike Marines, they will obsec this, and then they have things to do. They could either push to Lycus if they wanted to turn around, or just kill this 3-man bike squad, which should be good.
God, I hate challenger cards. Yeah, by scoring that 4 points, I gave you 3 and a kill, which became kill more. God, I hate challenger cards. Okay. In terms of what we have left to kill, these guys should hopefully clean them up. That's fine. We have to deal with bikes. And bikes. Potentially a Warwalker. He's too far away from there.
Yeah, too far.
Yep.
25 after you move 8.
Goes there. Middle. Extra shots there. Combat, it's not a great combat target. It's a very long way to make it there. What are you honestly doing with your life?
I didn't shoot this Wandering Rider, but do you mind if I shoot it real quick at this Wandering Rider?
Yeah, sure.
Nothing. Alright.
Alrighty. That's a free kill in the corner. Just need to not forget about that. Just keep running straight at fire prisms. We just hope to roll 4-ups. It's not a good life choice. Fire prisms have all sorts of mobility. So we just take you off of these two. Of course, you get to move afterwards. That one, 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy doesn't get anywhere he wouldn't otherwise be by deep strike. I'll pick him up too.
Sure.
Draw my cards. Cover assets, cleanse. That's an interesting.
All action secondaries right now.
You draw a challenger too.
And I get challenger.
Brutal.
There is going to be one or more.
Renee.
Hey, I'll take that one.
Roll 3 points. Very easy 3 points.
Honestly, we don't want to be recovering. Cleansing is fine. We also don't want to be cleansing either, though. We have to drop something up here to deal with this. Could drop a very narrow line on these guys so we're not getting shot by fire prisms at least. Could do that. Cleanse.
Yeah, the big downside here, like there's a little bit of space I think that EnbA can potentially play with that's being generated by Hector, who's hiding in the top over here, as well as that strike squad. He's got a purifier squad in reserve as well. But Ralben's done most of the work, clearing out all of the easy sort of lone and independent units that EnbA can use to screen. And that's going to allow him to basically just dump all of this shooting into wherever he wants. You can dodge the fire prisms, who are doing some good shots from the back line. Some good damage from the backline shooting, but the actual killing blows are being dealt by these Wind Riders.
Okay, 1 CP. We're gonna discard recover.
Cool.
And I think at the stage where we are right now, the
Easy.
Take
I mean, that's like
It's
wound bikes are all
very difficult for these Nemesis Dread Knights to get enough firepower to one-tap
How do I not forget
these Wind Rider units, so they're not even that worth that much in terms of Purge the Foe currently. It's actually a really interesting benefit. This seems like a very bad mission for Eldar sort of on paper. The fact that they oftentimes get left with one model and then fade away has basically neutered the Grey Knight ability to actually remove their units entirely. Because he could easily we could trace a line to the Wind Rider in the center and lay an entire Nemesis Dread Knight into it. But as we've seen, it probably kills 3 bikes, leaves 2 bikes alive, and they just vibe.
Unless Lycus is alive, I don't really have melee. I would not worry about that.
That's true.
I would die if I charge you, bro.
That is true. I'll tuck these up that nice and close, just in case we do decide. Oh, I will have sticky this objective.
Yep.
I'm not gonna try to mess with it again. Lest I turn it off again. Do that. So get some movement up there. We will think about someone here. Seems aggressive, but here we are. We're in just that phase of our life right now. Could also potentially be in my deployment zone doing that. I get to realize. That's fine. I could also do that. Go with that guy. The guy in the middle. I mean, I cannot ignore Lycus because you will just nuke me from orbit again with 5-ups. One guy shoots there. Waste a guy shooting here. 1, 2. We've put one guy in the open where he's being shot. Do it from this line, so it's hard to retaliate against. This Dread Knight will move ever so slightly. See the folks there.
I'm gonna turn the players up again, Chant. I think we're getting to that time of the night where things get a little quiet.
Ridiculously. Drop. Our engines are up to 20. I'll stay out of Star Engine range. To put a Grandmaster who can see this guy on a move.
Easy.
Is that worthwhile? Play this one safe. And like us. Pull this one back from the brink somehow. So I should probably make sure I don't give you any cover. Yeah, I cannot give you cover from the side cannons. Let's not be that silly.
Yeah, 2 up saves, that would be pretty bad.
Let's just touch that line barely. Side cannons at the back, of course. Don't touch the terrain.
Yep, you're fine.
Lose one rapid fire guy. That's hopefully not what's needed there. They'll bring in some purifiers. We will bring in a Nemesis Dread Knight. We'll bring in another Nemesis Dread Knight, and then we will move on to the shooting phase. We're trying to know prisoners and clans. We'll start with this Grandmaster is going to shoot this guy in a wound.
Yep.
Little shots, 3s, rolling hits, sustains.
Time to see what we can get done. See if we can actually
You have yourself 10 saves
do a little bit more than we did previously.
to kill.
The Nemesis Dread Knight activation in the middle is going to be very telling.
This
We can spike a little and kill that unit.
Riders
That's
with
gonna be
scatter
big.
lasers. They have a 4-up save. Yeah.
They have a 6-up invuln. Yeah, 4-up save, otherwise, yeah.
Okay. I guess we should still do the pick shots first.
Yeah, 100%.
3s. Rolling hits. Come on, guys. And 2s. 5 involved.
Did I?
They're dead.
Got 2 kills.
Purifiers are going to shoot Lycus.
Yep.
So we have 10 Stormbolters. 3s. Rolling hits. And 3s. You have 5 2-ups.
It's fine.
Great. Side cannons. 3s. Rolling hits. And 2s. You have 6 3-ups.
He's dead.
Very, very dead.
3 kill.
These guys will cleanse up top for 2. That is 1, 2, 3 for Challenger. Cleanse for 2. No Priz is already up to 5 for the kill. And this Dread Knight will spend a CP. Reroll wound rolls of 1, and we'll shoot these Wind Riders in the middle.
I'll spend 1 for full pimple.
Big shots first. 3s. Rolling hits.
Nice.
And 2s, rolling 1s. You got 6 4-ups.
3 die.
2 left. Little shots.
Ooh,
3s. Rolling hits.
close thing. Unfortunately, both these guys are going to be in
Really
cover, yeah. Basically, however we cut it.
You got 11 save.
1 dies and 1 takes 1.
One's left on 1. You can't
I'm
make
not gonna
this
kill
up,
anymore.
chat.
I have no charges, so that's my turn.
Constant. The constant living on 1.
So you got 3 kills.
Yes.
What do I want to pick up?
That's crazy.
Do back to you. Yeah, if we just take that shot on the purifiers, kill them, and then fade away. So purifiers come up. Sorry, these guys come up. Not purifiers. They're gonna go kill purifiers. This one man, I'm not gonna get kill more anyway. From here, I can actually do all my secondaries already. Let's see. I'm just gonna shoot down there, but not really anything. I think I'm just gonna kill one, and hope end of game scoring is gonna get me back. And that is it. I'm gonna have to leave one bro here so you don't get hold more. That might have to be an auto pass. I don't need to think about that. And let's use end of game scoring to bring this back. This is turn 4. Yep, that's it. That's my pickups. Let's draw. Assassination. Hurrah. Sabotage. I'll hold 1.
Well, I have. Oh shit. Do you mind if I advance through Hector?
Yeah, by all means, by all means.
Or just, he's so small, I forget about him. He goes 8. He's just gonna hide in the middle of all his friends.
Yes, sir.
But he does exist.
Yep, I should have picked up my scatter.
That does open up a little bit of a zone.
I'm gonna try it. What's his save?
It's a
You
4.
could 6-inch drop in this area now.
You queue of Open Rider. If I get it, I get it. He's gonna stay in Overwatch and go kill him. It means someone else has to hold that primary. Otherwise, he can hold more. I think this has to be my scatter bikes that I don't care about. Because there's nothing to the scatter bikes to shoot next turn. Which is a little sad. It is what it is. Okay. So Sabotage. Sabotage can also be the scatters to force you to kill them. So Battle Shock on that one, bro.
So Assassination, Sabotage are the draws right now. Sabotage is basically an easy 3 in this board state. Or I guess not the easiest 3, but a 3 could potentially score it out. Because the Nemesis Dread Knights can just hop back and attack.
Sabotage with a fire.
Then they might be able to block the Sabotage. If Ralben gets Assassination, he's going to be in a pretty good spot, I think, to win out at the end here. Nobody's going to be Challenger next round. There's not enough points on board
I just hope he just
currently, because Ralben could only potentially score 8. Which basically brings the 2 players back to parity. But he's in a position where if he is at parity with EnbA by the end of the game, he's likely to win because he's going to get hold more based on objectives. He can also see how many units get killed by EnbA in order to try to block out any potential kill more. So
at this point.
The only way that this goes south for Ralben is if EnbA is able to kind of play extremely aggressively, get a good grip of tacticals on the final round, block the Sabotage, and not lose Sir Hector in the crackback. Because there's potential that he could 0 out Ralben's secondary scores here. And just sort of like put his faith in the heart of the tactical objective deck in order to try to win out from there. But the fact that both of these lists are so maneuverable actually gives them both like really interesting options in all of these situations. So it's interesting watching a chess bench like this. The downside is that more often than not, these units are so sticky to kill that they're actually just not dying when you try to take them, which is very silly.
He's gonna believe he's the strongest Wind Rider there. Does he have an invul?
He does not.
He does not.
Oh, he does. 5 up, sorry.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to spend a CP. Okay, cool, awesome.
5+? Look him up.
You tell me. I'll figure out the CP situation is.
Sir Hector.
Gotta convert 2 out of 3 shuriken cannon shots through to kill him.
I'm aware.
Might be tough.
I don't know. Scribe says he does, but his data sheet says he doesn't. It's just a 4-up save.
I think at every world I'd use the +1 AP here anyways.
Yeah, Sir Hector's worth so many points there. A kill and assassination. What a pickup.
Okay, and they're gonna shoot the purifiers in a sec. How risky is it? I do need to get a kill. And he doesn't have an invuln, so just 2 go for. Then do I need to risk this shit? Because I'm not going to kill this purifier. I know I'm not going to kill him. And you killed 3, right? So even if I killed this and this, I'm not going to kill more. I guess I have to move these prisms still. This prism could have gotten here. I'm gonna try token the prism instead. 1 to 2. It goes total of +3, so 17. So 17 should not be the. But just come here and shoot you down this line. Then these like the screen. Sabotage anyway.
These purifiers are about to enter a world of pain here. Oh my god.
That's how I secured a purifier.
All right, purifiers. You guys gonna be okay back there?
Just gonna stand.
Eating a Warwalker and 2 fire prisms worth of shooting?
Because a +1 AP puts you on, puts these guys to what? AP 3? So I think it's still worth it.
It is a chess clock, yeah. Starting with 90 minutes per player. Once they're out of time, they're no longer allowed to take game action. So no more moves
to stop
or
already stop you landing here. So
sort of active things. No more moves, attacks, or active abilities. You just take saves, battle shock tests, and draw cards passively.
I'm also running out of time.
If they end up running out.
Those guys in deep strike.
There's only 1 battle round remaining, though. So Ralben should have plenty of time here. He's been taking a lot of time to set up really big alpha strikes, basically, onto his opponent. But at this stage, the final round will likely just come down to the tactical objectives. So,
Warp and cover.
We will see how we go. One thing Ralben's going to have to consider is his capacity to get to the center. If EnbA just can clip out the stuff that can easily get to one of the side objectives, or to the middle objectives, and then screen out the 6-inch deep strike, he could potentially stop Ralben from getting an easy hold more.
Bro. 1 lethal, and you see CP one of these. There's just a lot of this. There's so many points. 2 wounds, only 6 up.
Oh, like it's too late to have gone to ground on him. Yep. It's too late to have gone to ground on him.
Sure, by all means.
Because I guess there's no point going to ground on them because everything's on a 4-up anyways. Already in cover. Yeah.
It's not on 4-up, but it's not. Oh, but you're in cover, correct? No reason to go around.
You're attempt for 5 up here.
Nice.
Oh, and Sir Hector frickin' lives, dude.
Over here.
That's assassination blanked. On
Ralben's
Ralben's side. That's a big deal. The downside is that it will force a battle shock check on Sir Hector. He has leadership 5, so he's probably fine. But I guess it does make the pickup.
AP3 is so 4 up.
Oh, it makes the pickup easy because he's still holding his bottom objective.
1 man left.
So it is fine. The bottom objective is sticky, so he's going to score hold 1 regardless of the board state if he picks everything up, which I think he's incentivized to do. Just redeploy the whole army into the best spot.
He dies.
Oh, they're dead.
Purifiers are all gone, so we don't have
I am going to attempt
6-inch deep strike outlets easily anymore.
You have to multi-charging all 3 of them.
Yeah, of course.
Can you? Can we get Sir Hector?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Phil. All right.
He's too protected.
I'm not gonna
you fly. You could declare Sir Hector anyway.
I think that's still free
but now the
next
5-inch
turn.
charge, yeah. You would fail.
So I'm going to hold on to it, see what happens in your turn. Pass it back to you. I do kill 1. Kill more. And...
Oh, exciting finish here, chat.
You're holding assassinate, you're holding sabotage.
Yeah, I'm trying.
So sabotage is ongoing.
On turn 5.
There's the chance that EnbA could try to block it by killing, I believe it's the Wind Riders, the Scatter Lizard Wind Riders in the top left
I
here.
can kill more this time.
To try to lock Ralben to his 62
nice
points.
To stop this. without losing too much in the process.
He's
Free
almost
deep
assuredly
strike
going to
into
get a
the
pickup on the
middle.
single individual
to be there.
1 wound Wind Rider for a
No more
kill.
fire shenanigans.
So he's probably going to go up to 75 points.
You have a rapid ingress. It has to come in strategy.
The awkward part is that Sir Hector being at 1 is probably worth 8 this coming turn, and I don't know if EnbA has the capacity to protect him anymore, because there is a unit held in reserve. Unlike
Stay in the middle.
unlike Grey Knights,
all
the
sorts of
Wind Rider
stuff.
host up down can just enter reserve, so they
And
can
also these-
they can come in earlier, or they can hold and rapid ingress for later.
Spikes.
So even if Sir Hector pushes back here and Ralben tries to screen a drop in this area,
Down, he probably
a unit could ingress, like over here, for
He
example, move and then get one shot at him and kill him.
He definitely.
So that assassination hold is actually pretty smart.
Moves. He's still the closest target. Do I move Sir Hector? I don't know if I do. Just gonna Overwatch on him. 1 CP, do you Overwatch Sir Hector? That'd be an interesting choice.
An Overwatch on Sir Hector would prevent an ingress?
Guard the card, no CP gain.
But if he gets the kill now, right, that pulls assassination out of Ralben's hand, so he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. And then he scores that 4 and then moves on. Do you risk it? Would you risk it, chat? What do you think? You could also just stand. Sir Hector could stand his ground. Use his cool big pistol to shoot that man to death. His heavy bolter of a pistol. Strength 5, AP 2 damage. Blammo. What does EnbA decide here? If he can kill the scatter laser jet bikes, he can hope for a little bit of beneficial RNG, right? Because the only heavy hitter besides the fire prisms on Ralben's side is this remaining shuriken cannon jet bike squad. Beyond that, it's just hoping for bright lances and fire prism shots to go through, which is inconsistent when it comes to a Nemesis Dread Knight profile. He also mitigates a lot of the stuff that could push the middle. If he clears all but that one jet bike unit, and then he's able to put stuff on the center objective, then very little can actually get there to take it.
So much to think.
We could potentially see a +2 move, like push with the Storm Guardians, but we need to roll high enough to get to the objective, or a charge, which is obviously a little bit spiky.
Mark for death, call the horde.
I don't have call.
Okay. Mark for death, overwhelming force.
Marked for death, an overwhelming force. Oof, the only good overwhelm is here.
So
that makes this unit worth
the 2/5.
6 points if you kill him, plus a kill. Oof.
I believe you can possibly get one shooting, and then I'll reactive away.
Yep.
And that's a big gamble for you to just shoot that.
Yep. Okay, say I got a kill. And I killed more. In this magical world we're in. Overwhelming for 3, which is asking a lot. Marked for death, gamma. That leaves with you at 12 points after you kill, hold more. You need 10 points in cards, which you're holding assassination. And this is all presuming I stop your sabotage, of course.
So, if the now that the Wind Rider unit,
the squad who's sabotaging, if you pull the people off the terrain, does your sabotage fail?
No.
Yeah, the sabotage will complete unless the unit performs a move. So if it fades away,
okay,
it's gonna lose lose Ralben 3 points and lock sabotage in his hand, which is I guess actually sabotage
So
is
at that
fine
point,
for the
I
late
do
game
need to
here.
get one of the mark for death targets. You
That
said
it might
with
even
Eldrad's
be in
squad,
EnbA's
2
favor
fire
to let the
prism.
sabotage complete. Although I don't think he wants to do that. Because a unit could just deep strike in the backline and score 6 at the end of the game here, which is a little spooky. So EnbA's entered a couple of points here. He's deciding
Oh,
what
so
needs
yeah,
to
you only
happen.
CP to 4, but
If he's able to score hold, kill more,
Yes. You know it.
block kill more on
Sure.
Ralben's side, but give Ralben hold more because I don't think it's difficult to stop
Feels
that.
like I gotta spend my CP to discard Overforce. That feels bad. I can't kill all these people. Yeah. Well, I guess you marked Eldrad's squad, but you can also move him as well. You hide behind this wall. Did you scream me all the way to the back? Did not scream me all the way to the back. All I have is Dread Knights. I fit a Dread Knight back there?
Yes, sir. I screwed that up.
I can.
Oh, wait. Probably not because of the tail fin of the fire prism.
You sure?
Mm.
What about that?
That was good.
Yeah, I think he's got it. So could go for a 9-inch charge. If you hit the 9 with a command reroll, you probably kill the fire prism and then could engage the storm guardians to prevent them from advancing. Although that looks difficult actually. I don't know if the storm guardians are close enough to engage them with a consolidate.
4-up saves, 1 wound each until we get to Eldrad, who has a 6-up save. Imagine a 4-up invuln.
Yeah, probably one.
5 wounds.
Ooh.
So it takes 2 people. And I shoot 1, you hide from the other. I shoot 1, you hide from the other. No, even when I get back there, it doesn't do anything.
I swear I wasn't baiting that hole, but it's probably not the best plan.
No, it's not. It's not the best plan back there. Just because you react to whatever I do. You got 4 tokens to do so. Overforce is bad. Mark for death is at least worth 2, just by killing this Wind Rider. So yeah, 1 CP, I think we discard Overforce. And we draw into engage on all fronts. Now we do want to be back there.
Engage on all fronts is the draw here.
3 please. Lay 4 might be a bit difficult.
Well, there's a spot here.
There's a spot here. There's a spot here. Yeah. But then
I'm gonna miss the battle shock on.
That is not standing on points, which I need, or I just give you hold more. Is the other thing. I could also try denying hold more, which would be cute.
Did Hector battle shock?
He did not. You're right.
He good.
Fine on a 9.
So he's worth
Ooh,
the
notable.
engage. The Nemesis Dread Knight in the center here is a standard Nemesis Dread Knight, so it can advance and operate normally. So I honestly, I kind of would love to see EnbA push it just to prevent the 6-inch strike from just hitting the center objective or stringing across 2 objectives here and just grabbing them.
I mean, engages easily.
The spooky thing is like a triggered overflight to move them after the deep strike, but
and just abandoning that dream.
It's hard to play around.
To double stack the middle with Dread Knights to hope that you don't get that, and then you do things like run up top with.
This final turn is very exciting, chat. I'm actually the mental arithmetic is must be mind breaking for these players right now.
That's in the open. The chance of me not getting kill more is very low.
So the arithmetic that EnbA is trying to work out here, if you assign attacks to a squad and they have to take damage, the damage gets assigned to the unit regardless of whether or not you can see them. So as soon as your attacks are targeted, they're locked in. They're going to hit the squad and kill people for sure. The downside is that the Eldar Army ability lets you spend battle focus tokens to do a bunch of stuff. One of the things that Ralben can do here is he can move D6 inches in response to an enemy shooting attack. So after the attack is resolved and all the casualties have been pulled, you can move D6 in anywhere you want. So
Well, this is just
What
for great TV.
EnbA have to play around
my life choices.
is
Regretting my
the
life
fact
choices.
that none of his units are statted well enough to kill any of Ralben's units in one attack. And he might not get a second attack because if the unit rolls high enough on that reactive move, it could pull itself out of line of sight of the second unit. So any of these units that are strung, like for example, these Wind Riders here that are like half on one side of a or half inside a building and half outside of a building, and have two buildings to maneuver around. These Storm Guardians that are half on one side of this building and half on the other side of the building. If EnbA moves anywhere to shoot at one half of the unit, Ralben can pull casualties from that side, from the opposite side, and then reactive move to put his units behind a wall or into terrain where they can't be seen by the second attacker, and then they're out of danger. The only place that's detrimental to Ralben is the Wind Riders at the top left here. If he elects to use that reactive move, they're currently performing an action for 3 points. If he elects to use the reactive move, the Wind Riders here will break the action, and they will... and then he will lose that 3 points for the sabotage secondary. So that's the current game state.
All right, movement phase.
And that's what the players are trying to work through. Now, EnbA's got 21 minutes to try to figure out this final turn because he has not made too many game actions right now. Looks like we're going to push top with the Nemesis Dread Knight to get a first round of shooting in on one of those Wind Riders.
The Wind Riders down there.
Easy.
Sir Hector is just standing there. If he doesn't move, he doesn't get overwatched. So he doesn't move.
Yeah, Sir Hector's a little bit spooky because he's also, I guess not in this board state, but EnbA did draw Engage Null Fronts. If he had pulled the Nemesis Dread Knight out, he would have needed Sir Hector to score the top left corner or the top right corner, but he's got a Nemesis Dread Knight there now, so it's fine.
Stand still. Stand there, sir. Please.
So I think what we're going to try to do is now leave this Wind Rider here.
Not going to
and use the charge. Nemesis Dread Knight can charge back here because it can advance and charge, and then hopefully consolidate and use its base to get back on this objective to prevent a 6-inch deep strike from hitting it.
I guess. To the middle.
Because if EnbA doesn't kill the Wind Riders up here, this top left unit of Wind Riders, they could go up into strategic reserve and then 6-inch deep strike on any objective at the end for the end of the game. That's going to score Ralben the end of turn scoring. For hold more. We are in Purge the Foe, so the objectives are worth 4 victory points, 4 additional victory points if you hold more than your opponent. Most of the points are scored here from killing enemies, but Ralben does get the opportunity to score those primary objectives at the end of the game.
Oh, sorry. Little marked is obviously that guy in 1 wound in front of me.
Yeah, so, of course.
Little
obviously.
mark for death. He is. Gentleman goes in the middle.
Yes.
And I think sadly this gentleman goes up here.
So Nemesis Grandmaster, is he going for Eldrad? Chat, are we trying to make a charge into an epic challenge on Eldrad?
I think he goes there.
Well, he has no CP. He has no command points. I don't know where his command points went, but he's got none. No epic challenge available. He needs that new mace, the new anti-character precision mace.
Okay. Strike Marines, I don't think there's anything for them to do. They will tuck ever so closer into this corner.
They don't want to be a free kill.
Yep. Okay.
I wonder if there's a position where the
move.
strike squad could have pushed in the back here to prevent
you do need to think about
a
standing somewhere.
Rapid ingress. Like push towards the back.
An
but I don't think that EnbA has enough models to worry about it right now, so I think you might just need to consolidate on the objectives he has.
I have other avenues to go get home more. That's not where I get home more.
Alrighty, shooting phase. We'll start with Nemesis Dread Knight. Everything into your Wind Riders.
For pinball.
Cool. Well, maybe today's my lucky day. We have big shots first.
All right. CP spent for Ralben to give himself a 4-up into the
3s are really
the big cannon.
And on 2s. You have 4 invulns.
4 pinballs.
Oh, just one bike goes down. Didn't even need the 4 up there. Oh, actually, that did work, actually. They were saving on 6s otherwise.
Bruce. 12 saves.
We die.
Oh, a heartbreakingly close number. Yeah, the 4+ invuln literally kept that unit alive. If he hadn't popped up, it would have died. Oh!
Sir Hector has a gun. Do it, sir. 1 pistol shot on a 2.
Careful, I can move if you shoot me. If you're just going to charge me, it's probably better.
Okay. Yeah, you're
I think you just charged that guy. You use the movement to pull back. Yeah.
Got 3.
The charge is definitely the call.
Points in sabotage. In the calculation.
Oh, so the sabotage completes. It will complete for Ralben at the end of the turn. And
Fire prisms are marked.
Didn't get the
If I
kill
pop
there.
off and kill that is huge, but it's not.
So what
Totally
do the Nemesis Dread Knights fire at here? We could potentially try to dump 2 into a fire prism. You could try to shoot this guy into a fire prism, see what you get, this Nemesis Grandmaster. And then if it
The first Dread Knight
tries to fade away,
this fire prism.
you get a shot into the Warwalker.
Yep.
Start the littles. 3s your only hits. Stains.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the Storm Guardian or the Dread Knight position in the middle here, because it does need to get close to get its 24-inch range guns online, but the problem is right now that the Storm Guardians can charge it.
First.
So there's a chance that they could re-steal the center objective without having to worry about it.
Sure. I'll just take that guy in no cover first. Oh, anyway, I guess he'll be the 6th guy in the order draw.
Okay.
So he's fine, but 5 guys die.
Oh, maybe not.
Alrighty.
You do run into coherency issues, I guess, if you keep the guys on this side alive, which would then allow them to move and then charge the Nemesis Dread Knight in the center there to retake the objective. But that was a brutal shot. Yucky.
Take 6.
6 damage on the fire prism leaves it in range for the second Dread Knight to potentially kill it. No fade gets called.
Eldari too.
I think literally EnbA's plan here is to just hit 9-inch charges out of Deep Strike. No modifiers, just roll him. If he hits 2 here, he could just win the game. Oh, we're gonna fade the fire prism out. Okay, so the second shot has to go into Warwalker to secure the kill.
Okay.
Alright, so I assume I can no longer see him. Or can I?
You can definitely see me. I only rolled 2.
Oh, because you're
touching him. Because I'm touching.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I think then we just keep.
Yeah, it's in range.
I guess. Although.
And then we just boss the charge with the Nemesis Dread Knight and we call it good. Just hit the 9er here and hit that guy with a hammer and make him go away.
He is worth more points. Yeah, big shots here. Little shots in the Storm Guardians. He's in your deployment zone. Unfortunately, he's only rolling 1s. Start the littles for dramatic effect. 3s. Nothing but 2s. Stains. And 2s. You have.
Oh my god, saves. 11 more saves.
Should have cover here.
Onto a Storm Guardian unit with. I guess it does have the Serpent Scale platform.
5, the Guardian kills.
So it is likely to live here. Probably not if you hit a charge, I guess, but who knows.
Okay.
Alright, Fire Prism. Please die. Come on. It's your turn. 3s.
So I think what we do is we fire. We use the reactive move on Aeldari here to pull him out of this charge. Is going to be Ralben's move.
Of course. Alright, they have nothing to shoot at. Everything else is shot. This Nemesis Dread Knight is going to charge this Wind Rider. On 4.
Yep.
I think those Guardians are inside within a coherency check right now. Which actually would secure EnbA kill.
This Nemesis Dread Knight is going to charge Eldari.
Yes, sir.
I almost think you don't declare this charge. Didn't make it. Yeah.
That's an 8. I guess this Nemesis Dreadnought is going to charge this Warwalker. Need this 9.
Oh, there's the charge. Just make 9 charges out of Deep Strike, chat.
I can't touch
Easy
you.
game.
Like
It's
to
the
do
easiest
violence.
game ever.
All right. Okay. Fight phase.
Yep.
Nemesis Dreadnought is going to punch this Wind Rider. Repelling hits. And 2s. 3 invulns.
He doesn't believe.
Nope.
Yeah, 2 kills. Oh wait, no, 1 kill. That's the only kill so far.
It's my only first one, yeah.
Yep.
And this Nemesis Dreadnought is going to pile in. Hopefully punch this Warwalker.
Yep.
I think the Dreadnought's gonna chat. I think the Dreadnought's gonna engage Eldrad and then pile the unit back into coherency.
2 follow-ups.
I think the unit literally dies if he doesn't pile in here. I think the unit actually dies.
Oh god, this game. Alright, we will touch our friendo.
Oh, he didn't see it. Yeah. Ralben's like, yep, I'm gonna pile in now. Yes, I would love to
3 attacks.
re-establish my coherency and not lose an entire unit to casualty
Nothing, and then
assignment.
I'm not about to go.
That's crazy, dude.
Alrighty, so that is me. I've got a kill. I'm engaged for 2 points, and I have marked for death for 2 points, and it's over to you.
Cool. I'm gonna count how much I need to win, but you killed 2, right?
I've killed 2 units.
So I can easily kill that and get 5 points.
Yeah.
So 2 and 2.
Draw a card.
Assassination is on the in the
Cleanse.
chamber here potentially.
I think I just auto pass that. Gain a CP from Eldari.
There is an open zone in the
shots to
center
take.
because the
I'm gonna
Nemesis
take one of the
Dreadnought
5
charged off of
Eldari.
it. I think the charge was the correct play there.
Passes 1 in the 5 prison. He passes
To kill the Warwalker.
and I'm gonna auto pass those.
And you can just drop in the middle to score 12. And then any of these. So
Come here,
cleanse
right?
here wins the game.
Yep.
Or to cleanse here ties the game, which would allow Ralben to push forward. Assassination wins the game here. I think that he has done it.
Count this real.
Oh man, EnbA made it
5.
freaking hard, dude.
I need to kill 2 somehow.
But I think that
Honestly, don't. You kill one thing, you get 8 points for holding, 8 points for cleansing.
Oh yeah, you're right. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kill.
You just
one.
need to kill one thing, and you
just
win by
has
a
to
point.
cleanse. Yep.
Yep. So I'm gonna drop these
Don't-
guys down here.
You don't even have to hold more.
I'm gonna hold more. It's fine as many.
Like, listen, I'm gonna.
It's a Hector.
Just so we're on the
Then
same
with the
page.
no Overwatch.
I'm
Yeah,
holding.
no rush. Exactly. They're gonna shoot everything. Say Hector and shoot, kill it with 7. Makes
I'm
sense.
gonna go to ground.
Yes, of course. Let me see what I can drop in a way that you don't have cover. No, I cannot. You have cover.
Oh,
So go to ground doesn't do anything.
Okay, then I save it for a reroll.
a CP reroll against a 6-strong Shuriken Cannon Bike Squad.
T3 or 4.
I think he's T3.
Don't worry.
Alright. Yeah, 15 saves.
15 AP1s.
Uh-huh.
Or AP2s, right?
He's dead.
He tried
This is
so
right.
hard. Oh, Sir Hector, no!
And that's the score at the end of the game.
So that's
Thanks for the game, man.
assassination scored.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's 80, right? You don't get to hold more.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
3.
No, I'll get home more. I'm gonna move 7 after I kill him.
Yeah. I'm just going to overflight onto the objective.
7 after I kill him.
Right, you've got
So I get 2 CP for this turn, right? One is the auto pass, and one is drop, shoot him, move 7.
Sure.
And we just really wants to lose by a single
We're
point.
tied in our homes. You gotta stick a fire prism on there, but yeah, you'll just stick a fire prism.
Yeah. We didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna fall back, stick the 5 prisms both on there. You get it.
So even if I watch the
Chat,
first one-
what a game that was. That was actually
This is,
super duper close.
Guardians are OC2.
I think the alpha from
Oh,
Ralben was
matter.
probably a little too hard.
Platforms 2? Platforms 0.
Platform 0. You
EnbA
get
kind of like
Overwatch
started the
every
trade
game,
down
so-
because he went in on a Warwalker with an
Yeah,
entire
fair
Nemesis Red Knight and then lost it. But
Well,
I
that
guess
was-
like he's kind of got to keep it close, right?
So I would just say, like, from my side, how you usually deal with this army. You put everything on one, and just run at me. I kill 2 Dread Knights, right? And then the rest of my army gets tabled.
Yeah, I was thinking early on, like, Canis doesn't do anything in this game, other than if I should have strat reserved him, I think. Maybe he could then walk on and do something. But otherwise, I was tempted to hang Canis out here, so you'd have to line up your army the way you did to shoot at him, and then I might be able to respond, I think was...
Yep, that would be a good way too. So you put Canis out to dry, and all the Dread Knights need to be able to hit me back from wherever they are.
Yeah, it seems like...
Because like my army, as soon as
I think that's
something, it's there.
That's true of most Eldar builds. It feels like pushing them super hard.
Oh, I'm a little salty that I shot at several things that should have died. You're just
no, yeah, the dice definitely helped me out there, but yeah, it was. I went second, so I had a chance, and then the dice made that chance a reality.
Okay, well, for next time. Appreciate the game.
You have any questions, Trevi, or are we good? Or
yeah, I think we got it. Thanks for the game, you two. That one was that was super fun to watch.
Yeah. Do we have to submit it or something?
No, I'll get it on my end.
Cool.
So you will be all set.
Cheers.
Yeah, and Ralben, congratulations on the win, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yep. See you. Good luck, EnbA and the lowers.
Yeah, you as well. Or luck. You don't need luck.
I need luck. Come on. Lycus did scam me very, very hard, so I did get very lucky this game. But later.
Have a good one, you two. All right, chat. What a game! That was a great start to T5S2 Season 9 Invitational. Ralben taking this one down. 84-79. Let me make sure I get these in here. And that's going to be Ralben moving on to semifinals for the group. EnbA moving on to losers round 1. And our first game is in the books, chat. With that, I think that we are going to go ahead and wrap things up here. If you stick around, you will be greeted with our... excuse me, with our the next stream in the series. We're going to be live at about 8 hours from now. Is going to be Ash versus Deimos. That's going to be Adeptus Sororitas versus Astra Militarum. Pretty interesting, kind of a non-standard matchup, to be honest. But Asha is literally just coming off a GT win with Adeptus Sororitas, so she's ready to go. And I'm excited to watch that one. I think that one's going to be an absolute barn burner. Why was Ralben able to pile on the objective that the fire prison's ending on? Why was Ralben able to pile on in the objective that the fire prison's ending on? So because the Nemesis Dread Knight that was there engaged Eldrad, who was attached to the Storm Guardian unit, then the Storm Guardians piled in closer. So they were because the character and the unit are the same, then the Storm Guardians get to pile in when Eldrad gets engaged. That basically, like, the only thing that does essentially for EnbA was stop the Storm Guardians from potentially performing actions or like pushing to the center. And they might have had a special weapon in there too, so they might have blocked like a fusion gun shot or something. But he would have secured him a kill if he had just left it. I believe on the board state as it was. One of those Storm Guardians, I think the Storm Guardian unit probably just gets pulled to that coherency check, which was funny. There was no way to pull that without losing either the attached character or the Guardians themselves. Who would have thought Eldar had a ton of amazing detachments and data sheets outside Ynnari? Yeah, it turns out the faction's actually really deep and cool, so it's pretty neat to see how deep they've become after the super dumb stuff gets nerfed. Yeah, so if you get anytime you get engaged in melee, you become eligible to fight, and the fight phase doesn't end until all eligible units have fought. So if someone fights and then uses their consolidation move to engage a new unit that hasn't been engaged before and hasn't fought yet, then that new unit will get to go through an entire fight activation. So the I don't think they rolled the attacks because they were inconsequential. Eldrad and like one Storm Guardian was not going to do enough damage to a Nemesis Dread Knight for it to matter. but it allows them to move, which then allows him to pile back into coherency. Anyway, chat, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks everyone for watching. I want to be live again in a little while, so I'll see you in a couple hours. And keep it classy, folks. Cheers.